guys are.
What? You did it.
You
did it. What?
What are you laughing at, Churro?
You dummy.
Puzzle ball.
Give me a giggle.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You know you're looking at the thing.
Huh?
That's fine. It doesn't matter. What do you fucking?
That's what he said. That's what I was like. What are you
No, I know
wearing?
what he looks like, but his phone's reflecting off his the thing.
He's looking at tats.
God,
Tatties.
what a nightmare. Change the date to the 18th. It doesn't matter.
That'll take a while. So
No, it's fine. No, Churro, don't worry about it. You're gonna break it.
Solve this fucking puzzle.
Right. Hello, welcome to Blowhards, episode 68. I'm Ryan Hess. With me is Eric Pena.
That's me.
And Churro.
Man, I can't wait for 69.
I sure hope we can hear you through that shit.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm talking right into the fucking thing. I'm fucking eating this mic.
All right, I'll be right over there.
I
What are
can-
you guys up to? What's up?
Oh, you
Churro,
know.
what are you up to? Why are you fucking dressed like a goddamn,
I like
You look
what?
like a character from
Describe what
Watch
he looks
Dogs 2.
he looks like gothic Professor Genki.
Why do you have that fucking hat on?
What hat?
Is that a Paw Star hat?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I was,
Is Paw Star even still around?
yeah, it is actually. I saw it at Comic-Con recently.
Wait, they have money?
Yeah, that's what I said.
People
I
are
was like,
still buying those
Peop-
fucking hats?
people are buying their like leather collars that say like "Yiff Me Daddy" on it and shit like that.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah. No.
So not only are they doing okay enough to be at Comic-Con, that they actually are like with current like parlance.
Let me stop you right there.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You don't need to be.
I should have stopped you before you came up the stairs.
Yeah, you should have just took me out. Let me stop you right there. Bro. You don't need to be well-to-do to get a booth at Comic-Con.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Wait. What? I thought it cost money.
it does, but you don't need.
No,
a
I thought they
whole
were
bunch.
bankrupt. I didn't know that. Didn't mean like I thought they were dead, like dead.
I mean, everyone has friends. You know.
They can't have friends.
I mean,
Wait. Are they
You
located
get
here?
one-
Are they located here in Arizona?
you know what I'm worried about? I think they are.
Oh man,
Really?
that's
Yeah.
the worst. Hi,
Hi.
Ryan's here.
large and green and ready to fuck.
We're all wearing
Or
green
something.
today.
Are we? That's not true at all.
I'm wearing green.
Don't trick Churro just because you can't tell.
I can tell green.
This sounds really bad. for
Does
me.
sound really bad.
Huh?
No, I think it sounds fine.
Does it sound-
They'll
okay.
let us know. I'm sure.
Whatever.
I'm having a
I don't know if
giggle.
anyone's even watching. Maybe expired. Good
Yeah,
night.
it's fine.
So,
Well, the main reason I'm wearing this old
because
attire-
Sebastian asked you for it.
Yeah,
And he's not even fucking here
Wait, why did Sebastian ask you to do that?
because he's.
You shouldn't listen to them. He's Canadian.
I posted some of my old young man pictures, and then I was like, yeah,
Oh yeah,
this is what I
everyone's
used-
posting pictures.
This is what I used to wear to raves.
McKenna came out as a furry. It was great.
You
Yeah.
used to wear that like not just at raves. You'd wear that everywhere.
No, what? When?
You're
You're wearing it literally right now.
'Cause I was
You
asked to.
you were at least like one part of that.
You're wearing
at
that
all times.
lice-infested hat.
Be-
And that-
between the gloves, the thing, this
What is
bit,
it?
A balaclava?
bandana?
this, and then that. Like you'd always be wearing at least one.
Describe what I look like, guys. For people.
Oh,
who
it's
aren't-
fingerless gloves with.
it's disgusting.
It looks like I don't know how do you describe that.
It's like what you imagine.
checkerboard
What
type
you
shit?
imagine like one of those edgelords that walks around with. It's like I studied the blade. That he would
Oh,
if he
God.
was like trying to commit a crime. If he's
Oh,
even
I
wearing.
don't know. I can't pull up all the fucking.
It's like a guy
chats at
that
once.
that studied the blade that also really likes Watch Dogs too. So he's wearing like what are those
You
things?
guys just keep talking.
What are those things called? Astro Technica? What are they called? Those headsets, sure.
These ones audio.
Audio
Technicas?
Technica, yeah. Because he can't even afford like good ones.
Yeah, you're. This is. Yeah. It all went to the goggles. You know.
Yeah, well, how much money did you spend on those goggles?
I don't remember. Do you remember? I don't think you do. Do you remember an old store called Fetish Falls that was in Tempe?
No.
Well, that's where I got them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a problem, officer?
Yeah, actually, I kind of do. Is this the time you're supposed to make a citizen's arrest? There's a possible sex of some kind of sex offender coming in. Good God.
Let me tell you. Well, yeah. So,
Why does the skull have sharp teeth, Drew?
I got this in Hot Topic in 2009, so I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
you.
it sure looks like it.
Yeah. Just the teeth.
Is it? Does it have anything else on it, or is it just pre-folded like that? So you have to look about as. Yeah, you have to look like a. Yeah, you have to look like a Manhunt character that's like about to get his throat slit in like multiple ways.
I'm a manhunt. You, listener.
Those fucking ears.
I'm
I
a
can't believe.
Hold on, wait. Are you ready for this, Eric? Check it out. Look, check it out. I can be like, purr, daddy.
And just like that, and just like that,
Ooh,
we lost a whole bunch of listeners, but
Which,
we gained a different kind.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shuro.
I'm about to notice all your bulges. Welcome to my shed, Commander.
Yeah, you look like someone that should have at least like 3 henchmen.
He looks like a henchman.
Yeah, well, he's like a heavy for like a real villain. Like he's not the guy in charge,
Yeah,
but
you just like cleared like a room, and then I kick open a door. I'm like, hey!
he's like the first time you see one of the heavier guys in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
And then like there's 20 of them at the end of that game, but like the first time you see one, that's him.
Like a tyrant guy or a
Like
titan guy.
you're like Bane's sidekick.
I didn't realize we had Shadman on the show today. So
Nah.
that's
I
good to
don't
know.
have any lollies.
Shafad man.
Yeah, this is gonna get fucking.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing that. You should not listen to other people when they tell you to do things.
Myself, I please.
I can't believe. How long have you had these gloves for?
These gloves?
Yeah.
Let's see. I got them from.
Sebastian says he regrets it already.
Where did I get these from? I got them from an adult store.
Can people even hear you?
What's
Are you sure it was an adult
You
store?
sound like Bane.
What's the?
Your precious armory.
Grateful accepted.
They were quoting that at the fucking when we went camping.
What?
People were quoting either that or Dark Knight. I can't remember.
Either or.
They're like, yeah, Ronnie was like crushing this plane.
Of course he was.
So me and you went camping, Eric. I don't,
Yeah, we did.
I don't care about his fucking Spencer's gifts for less. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
welcome to camping. I've never met those people before in my life.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah, like half those people I didn't know, half the people I did know. Obviously,
I
you
found
could
a
tell.
couple of them on Facebook.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
that's all.
hunted him down.
They're not hard
I
of
found Ronnie, and then it was like, "Do you know Frankie?" I'm like, "Yep." And I was like,
Now I do.
Do you know Josh? I'm like, "Kinda."
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know he drinks.
So, so we all went camping. It was a lot
Not
of fun.
Churro fucking bitched out because
Yeah,
people
'cause
quit his job.
He
and
had to spend all his
he
time
has more
searching
respect
for
for
his
his
fucking
job than
hat.
it does
I
for
had to do
him.
this crazy thing where I had to do other people's job at my job. It was cool.
Oh,
I had so much
how
responsibility.
do you get cucked at a job? Because you care about it.
You respect it more than it respects you.
There's something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well.
you got to talk like right at this thing.
Oh, I know, buddy.
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah, we Churro I think would have fit in very well. But what'd you think of it?
you got to talk right at this. Now shut up while we talk about the thing you weren't at.
Yeah. So, what'd you think of it? What do you think
It
of
was
camping
fun.
proper?
Yeah, it
the
was neat.
camping itself, not
Yeah.
the people that were there.
The camping itself was fun. It definitely has me like set up to like go again.
Yeah.
And like I've learned things that I need to like have and things that I don't need to have.
Like what?
Like,
Like-
okay, so
Like
so we
extra
went-
water, always.
Yeah, we need like, at least 2 bottles of water for every 1 beer we bring, and we brought like it was like the ratio was 1 to 1, and it was not okay. By like the second day, I was like, okay, now I have all this beer and no water. It's really bad. It was super fucking bad.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. I'm trying to think. Everybody forgets to bring toilet paper all the time.
I brought toilet paper.
Did you use the restroom while you were there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so bad. Okay, so let's jump ahead to that. Being like, you can see how big I am. I'm like a green beanbag on screen. It's horrible. Like, I can't reach my ass all the way. like my fingers are just enough to like get up in my asshole.
Don't do
But
that.
like, oh, it was so bad. God damn. Like trying to take a shit. Like I shit 3 times.
Did you really?
Holy fuck.
How? We were there for 2 days.
What did you eat?
We were there for 2 straight
know.
days. You shit 3 times?
Oh my god.
How? What did you do? I've been camping 3 days in a row, like on the regular, and I won't use the restroom the entire time.
Yeah, because that's a regular thing for some reason.
I wanted to not.
Get closer. Hold on to this.
That's a regular thing for like most people when they go out. Just for
You
some
gotta,
reason.
you gotta take that off. Just fucking talk normal.
I got it. No, it's fine.
Sebastian.
We'll have him take it off later during the show. Okay, so you shit 3 times.
God.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh. Okay, so go ahead. So
What? How did I shit 3 times?
Yeah.
Fucking hard, like painfully.
Oh god! Did you even bring water to at least pour on your asshole?
No,
No, you can't reach it. You just heard him.
I can reach it, but it's a bad
But
time.
it's a rough.
It's hard to reach it and also like hold onto a tree so I don't fall into my own shit.
That's why you need to have proper squatting form.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I start to squat and I have my fucking whole guts in the way. I can't. There's only so much of an acute angle I can make between my legs and my
Oh my
chest.
God.
It sucks.
See, maybe if I was there, I'd be able to hold you in your slot. You're like,
I'm
come
not
on,
gonna
just
let
get
you
it
hold me
up.
while I shit.
Come on, just get it up.
I'd be
you know?
mortified. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I'd be like,
My thing was though is like I didn't care if I only didn't want you guys to see me. Like I went down to like the next road. And I was like, I'm shitting next to this road. Like I don't care if other people see me.
Why?
But I don't want to like be like, oh, the people I have to sleep next to. See me shit.
There's not like when you're.
I fucking like frosted the grass at the end, bro. It's not okay.
What? What?
Also, I shit once a day. I shit the morning of before we left.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So
But
you
that
didn't,
makes
you didn't
sense.
shit in the woods 3 times. Is what you're saying?
No, I did.
Oh my god.
I shit once a day too, but if I'm in the woods, I hold it in like hard.
Yeah,
Really hard.
I did. Yeah,
It's tough. By day 3, you're
sorry.
like, okay, this
Yeah.
is getting rough.
Yeah,
Nah,
you're
yeah.
pretty plugged up
Nah.
by the end of it.
That's
there.
why you.
The thing that sucks too is
you
like
only
as
eat
we were
beef jerky.
leaving, there was like a fucking haunted bathroom that was like on the way out.
A haunted
There was,
bathroom.
There was like a little like park bathroom that like nobody probably tends to. That's
What?
Probably, you didn't see that?
No.
On the way out, there's like a tiny little hut that was like it was like one side for women, one side for men. It was a bathroom.
All right, where did you guys go?
We went up past Payson on the way up to Heber, Arizona. For
I
anyone
think I
that doesn't know.
saw you guys went to Christopher Creek.
Yeah.
Oh, were we there?
Yeah,
Okay.
Christopher Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody asked me. I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't have a map.
I don't legitimately know.
Oh,
I just,
I've actually camped out there a couple times, and it's gotten like worse. Like every time I've gone, like just the campgrounds themselves.
that's
the
why you don't go
campsites.
to campgrounds.
Well, just I'm just saying that it's like the areas, like the upkeep is getting like
Your
really
fucking
shit.
leg hairs touching my leg hairs making me think there's spiders. I'm scared.
You want me to like grab you instead?
Which I didn't
Like-
have a problem with until I got back. Don't touch my leg.
he got enough of that
I
while we
did.
were camping.
Oh, I bet.
That's why I had to shit so much. I got nervous.
Everybody there touches you a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, it was something.
It lets you know you're just that close.
I've never seen Ryan be actually visibly uncomfortable until I saw Justin like touching him from behind.
I wasn't uncomfortable. I was trying to like
You're
go
like-
with it. I was just like, I was trying to go with it. I don't know. I was trying to go with the joke. The first time it was like, oh,
The first
the
time.
first time.
yeah. But the times after that, I was ready for it.
Yeah.
The times where he actually like groped me, it was good.
You're like, it's
Yeah.
been so long.
Yeah, you have 2 friends named Justin that you differentiate by slurs. So that was
I
fun.
didn't come up with that.
One was Beaner and the other one is Jew, I believe. Yeah, they're like angry beavers, but
yeah,
angry Beaners.
but they are one of the Mexican, and he's a wonderful man. And then
they're both fine.
yeah, they're both. I really like Justin. Well, I guess they're
Thanks.
both. Well, they're both cool people. I really
Okay.
like them both. And
Okay.
then what happened? Was that the first time you've ever seen somebody tripping on shrooms?
Oh, the dad, Kurt.
There was a dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was this like he was like this washed up like 70s rock star dad.
He's great. I fucking love Kurt.
He was awesome. Yeah, he fucking like backed up his like Ford truck and just like played music. Like he had like his radio going and just like blasted like whatever CDs he had, and they would skip all the time. And shit. It was like everything from like Elvis and like America to like fucking was it Beatles maybe?
Yeah.
And like Eagles or
Kurt's
some shit. I
super
don't
cool.
know.
I love Kurt.
It was great, but he had like mushroom tea the first day.
no,
and,
it was lemonades, and he didn't
Okay.
know that it was.
Oh god.
Yeah, and then like I was like, oh, I can't sleep this first night because I'm like accustomed to fucking silence and just like pitch black. I got used to it eventually, but like I was like, oh, this is like dead at night, like after everyone was mostly asleep
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
super dead.
And they were just like, oh, there's like a gurgling sound outside. Like I wonder if that's some sort of animal. And then it happens like 4 times. Like I was like, okay. And I was like, and then I woke up the next
Boomer.
morning. It's like, oh, he fucking got sick 4 times. Just fucking barfed and like shat himself.
Oh my god.
Just like a leaky bazooka coming out both ends. It was so bad.
I love camping. It's so much
It
fun.
was great, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the feminist chick.
Yeah, that
weird.
was I'd never met her before. in my
Yeah.
life. That was a bit of a trip. It was the first time I haven't seen somebody actually be in the woods and trip on shrooms, but that happened. I was like, not doing that. She was having a rough time.
What was she was tripping?
Yeah,
Or-
she was the one. She was the one that
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, she made.
Oh, she was having a vision quest.
No, she disappeared for like an hour. That was funny.
She was having a vision proxy offense.
Yeah. It was rough, but
It was so dumb.
it was also really cool because I got to bring out that steel target, and then Ryan hit the target more times than I thought he would. That was pretty cool.
7.
And then
That's my boy.
7 times out of like 80 rounds.
and then people that I thought would hit the target did not hit the target like
No.
they said they would. So
you did that John Wick thing at one point. The
Yeah.
the
The Sicario thing. Just
Sicario thing. Yeah.
I fucked it up though. I should be faster than that.
yeah. What the hell?
Yeah,
I thought it was cool though.
yeah. You can't have it all.
You fucking did that and missed the whole thing though.
I got the last one.
You did get the last one.
The last one's all that
Was
matters.
it 14?
17.
Oh, was it 17?
It's 17 on that one. 17 rounds.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's kind of go through it. Hang on. So like we got there, and it took us like forever to get out there because I gotta tell you because you weren't there for this.
Yeah.
Like I was ready to go. I woke up at like 7. I was ready to go at 7:30, and then Brian comes over and he gets here at 8. And then, like, we load up all the stuff, and he's like, I gotta go to Walmart and get some camping stuff. I'm like, okay. Like, so he goes to Walmart, and he gets, like, a fucking, like, strikey thing to make fires with, which he actually used pretty well. Like
we have lighters. So
I'm just saying, like, all 3 times he was able to, like, he
Oh.
lit the fire. He was the one that initially started it, I think.
Yeah, he wanted a fire for some reason. It was like, I'm like, it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
You don't need a fire yet.
You went, it's 4 o'clock, you looked at the fucking
Yeah, I was
sun, and you're like, oh, there it is. That looks like 4-ish. Not ready yet. I can see the sun, therefore no fire. Fuck
Yeah.
you. It's
Yeah.
in the sky, idiot.
You need to do that until like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah. But no, so we're in there, and then, like, it basically became a thing where, like, he went to, like, the outdoors / camping section of Walmart, and he just, like, sees shit, and, like, I'm gonna buy that. I'm like, what are we doing? And, like, we were there for an hour.
Oh
and
my God.
And he's like, he, like, saw hammocks in this thing, and they were like $10 a piece. He's like, I'm gonna get 2 of these because he, like, I don't know, one of them was like pink and yellow, really obnoxious, which he'd never end up setting up, but he still has. And then we got like a small shovel that I used to fucking scoop up so I could bury my shit.
Yeah.
Which ended up not happening because, like, the fucking roots are in the way and I couldn't dig under that, so I just buried more shit on top of the shit. It was bad. Oh man, I fucking made an art project out there. It's horrible. Yeah,
It's still out there, probably.
I know.
It's probably walking around.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
It's like, Dad!
Yeah. Oh, God, nothing call me dad ever. God. What else happened? Oh, yeah, he just got a bunch of other garbage. Like, I forget what it's called. He had some candle that kept bugs away.
That was citronella.
Citronella, yeah.
Yeah. Did he light it?
Yeah, so
Did
anyway, we get to
keep the spiders away?
hang on. So we get to the checkout.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just fucking spent $100 here or whatever. And then he looks, he's like, oh, these hammocks are $25 a piece. Dumb fuck. That's half your fucking trip right there. Half of your money is the goddamn hammocks, you retard.
God damn it.
Oh my
Brian.
God. I was so mad. I was like, whatever. And he's like, I just won't treat them like $10 hammocks then. I'm like, okay. I guess that means he's not using one. Maybe he'll return it. Hopefully he fucking returns it.
$25. That's
I mean, just whatever. It's,
But he did use one. One of them he did use.
Yeah, and it worked the whole time. Yeah,
Yeah, he
multiple
was-
people. Frankie used it.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, can I use your hammock? He's
They're
like,
like,
yeah.
yeah. It was comfy. I love being out there. It's so quiet.
Oh, so nice.
Except
yeah.
when everyone's yelling.
Yeah. What else happened? Oh, and then he wanted to get food, which I told you eventually convinced him to not.
Yeah.
Because, like, I didn't fully understand your reasoning. I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Everyone's meeting up there. We don't want to take an extra hour when everyone's waiting on us. So we eventually got food, and he gets like $100 worth of fucking like garbage snacks, like fucking. He got some more stuff and like chips and beef jerky and all this stuff, and we got like stuff for sandwich. Like we got like a loaf of bread, ham and cheese or whatever, and we ended up eating like none of it.
Really?
Because we got there and like fucking Mikey was like, hey, I'm gonna make brats. Hey, I'm gonna make breakfast. And then like fucking everyone made like stuff the second day, so we just ate everyone else's shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Like we made a sandwich when we got there, and I was like, oh, this bread dried instantly as soon as I took it out of the bag. 'Cause it's fucking
It's so weird that it does that, huh?
yeah, it's weird.
Like you
but
take
then
it out and
like
it gets crunchy.
but then like we left it in the bag and like we left it in the tent, and like it was like soaked for some reason. Like it just gets all moist.
The humidity.
It's
is
gross.
weird.
But I take it out and it'd fucking be like a cracker.
Yeah, I know.
It's
it
really
like
sense.
airs out and it's really dry. I
No, we
I
get-
have no real idea.
We get
why.
that problem sometimes at work. Just like so I have to throw those
Crackers?
buns. No, those. I have to throw those buns away because like I open it up and it just like sweats. I was like,
Oh,
oh, and
that's
then like
gross.
all the buns are like bulletproof, so I have to take it out and throw that fucking thing away.
That's good.
I'm looking out for your guys' quality.
I'm trying to think of what all we did there. Like most of the time we just like sitting,
Yeah, I'll
just
be,
kind of chilling.
Did you guys
It
do
was
any
nice.
hike?
no.
Anything? No, nothing.
He says no. For me, it was a hike. So we at one point we went to shoot, and
I was
like,
gonna
we,
wait for you to
we
say
found
it.
this area that was like kind of downhill.
It's in a gully.
Sure, I don't know what that means, but it, like at one point it went from downhill like this to like this, and it was just
Yeah,
it
got
was,
an incline.
yeah, like 80 degrees instead of or whatever that would be. I don't know, but it was yeah. The incline got bad, and like I saw everybody else going down this, and like they would speed up to get through it. Like they kind of like you know you're walking down. It's like, oh, here's more incline. You fucking like jump run towards the end of it or whatever, get down it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do that because my ankle will fucking snap off. So I just like continued just like slowly going down. I was like, oh, I took a step and there's not anything. It was like trying to Skyrim walk on mountains. And it just doesn't work, and I just fucking slid on my ass the rest of the way. And I, like,
but you made it down.
I did make it down. Yeah, I got down, and it was fine. And yeah, I was just like Eric was like trying not to laugh too much before he made sure I was okay, which I appreciated because apparently there was like some rock behind me. I didn't even see it. You thought I like hit some rock.
I thought you broke your ass bone.
I just like broke my spine right at the base, and I can't walk anymore.
I was like, oh, we're gonna have to tie him to the truck and pull him. It's like, I can't.
But then, and then I mean, whatever. I just like, you know, did the best with it or whatever I could. I just like turned around to the people that were still up behind me. I was just like, see that ass mark? Avoid that. Learn from my mistakes. So eventually everyone got down, and it was pretty good. But
that spot in particular, we've never been to before. Like none of us have.
That was pretty neat. Yeah.
So we'll probably end up going back there.
I was super surprised that fucking Mikey took the Jeep down that.
Yeah, he's a. That Jeep. He told me a story of what happened to it.
Yeah.
It got stolen, and then when he found it, like he had it all souped up the way it is right now. It has like the light bar. You saw the light bar, that fucking thing on top that just fucking
he fucking blasted it
like he
5
cranks up
times
the brightness for the woods. You know, just and then he had the truck stolen, and then they found it all on just basically 4 spare tires because they took out took tires off, sold everything, stereo stolen. Light bar stolen, everything. It was basically just gutted. They took the seats.
Wow.
And he found it, and he fucking fixed it all back up.
That's awesome.
And yeah, he loves that Jeep. And
so he basically found a frame and then made a Jeep out of it.
No, like it was his car.
Oh, it was
and
his.
then they stole his car.
Oh, okay.
And then
holy shit,
he found it again. And
they picked the shit out of it.
Yeah, they picked the shit
Holy
out
fuck.
of it. And then so he loves that truck. So
that's awesome.
that's why he spends so much time with it, and that's why he's also able to like drive it down the side of a mountain.
Yeah, he fucking he was.
I was a shock. I was like, okay, I guess he can do that.
Yeah. And so then, we were down there shooting, and I like kind of shot the steel target. I tried to shoot the other thing further back, but didn't. I don't think I hit it, and if I did, I didn't know it. If I did, But
mostly it's just for fun.
It was whatever. It was fun to do.
I wanted to make sure that
everyone kind of got sick of it like pretty really quick though.
Yeah,
but
it's hard because when there's a lot of people, everybody has to kind of take turns.
Right.
So
well, it was also like the area we were shooting was very narrow, so it's like you can only do like 2 people at a time, basically. Yeah.
I was just like, don't shoot my steel target. I'll fucking rip your head off and put it out there, and we're gonna shoot that instead. I'm serious.
It's only rated for like pistols.
No, it's rated for rifles. It's not that close.
Did fucking Ronnie knock it down? Somebody knocked it down at one point.
Yeah, Ronnie
shot it down. Yeah,
because he's a madman and he.
Yeah.
That dude. Okay,
nobody knows. Yeah,
he's my first friend that when I ever moved to the United States. He was like my first friend. We got into like a fight in like my second day at school.
Yeah.
And then like I made him laugh. He made me laugh. Then we became like really good friends.
That's how you do it.
And that was 19 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's your Brian, like me.
So yeah.
But I didn't get a fight.
So what do you think of Ronnie?
Ronnie, I keep telling people when I
because Churro already met Ronnie.
I describe him as like if you look up in the dictionary the word charisma, it would be his picture. Like he's just super like, but it's not like obnoxious. Like it's endearing almost. I really appreciate that about him. He's a character. I like him a lot.
He's very welcoming. Like
for sure.
I've never seen
he's very like warm while also being like
extremely just like
it's like he's like he's like the combination between what the fuck's that fat fucker's name in Moana? The god thing. He's like that guy at the beginning
Maui?
of the movie. He's Maui at the beginning and end of the movie, like mixed together. It's perfect. And like not a fat fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, yeah, he's very welcoming. Like he'll just like if he meets you, he likes you immediately.
Yeah.
Like his setting is always like I like you until you do something wrong.
Right.
And even then, I'll probably still like you, but not as much.
Right. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he liked Churro a lot because Churro can pick him up.
Yeah.
And Ronnie's like a baby. He loves getting picked up. It's like the funniest. He's like, I love it. So
I picked him up and curled him, and he was
super happy,
so gleeful.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm really glad. And then Kurt was his dad, obviously.
Yeah,
and you can tell they all look the same. Wait till you meet his brother; they all look the same. It's like the funniest thing. But we'll be organizing more camping trips.
Yeah,
and then I want you to come. You fuck.
He was telling me about that. He's going in like November or whatever, and like I had in my head Like, because I told you, like, there's certain things I know now that, like, I can bring or not bring or whatever for the next time. But that's preparing for a trip that's like this one. And he's like, oh, the next one is going to be, like, snow and shit. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to handle snow that well. Like, I want to go, but, like, the combination of, like, my ankle being shit and just, like, everything being wet when you wake up, I'll die.
Oh, you'll be all right.
I don't know. But, no, okay, going back to the thing when we were shooting in that, what is it called?
It's a gully.
Like,
it's a wash.
We had to get out of it, that same incline, and I fucking died, Churro. It was so bad. Oh, my God. It was, like, 3 minutes of walking, but I was like, oh God!
Just take it at your own pace. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I got through it, but like, yeah, I was at the bottom of it with Mikey. He's like, you want to ride up? But before we even started walking, 'cause he just knew. He's like, you're a big guy like me. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I was like, nah, I'll be all right. And I just wanted to do it just to see if I could do it myself, and I did.
I mean, like when I go out, I have kind of like a similar problem, but like I just recover fast.
Yeah,
so I'm just like,
don't have that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm good again.
We got back and I took a nap for 2 hours.
Oh my God!
I love napping in the woods. Isn't it
It's pretty
great?
great,
You're
yeah.
just like, because you guys had cots.
I woke up still in the tent, and like everyone was sitting around our tent, and they were like, "Yo, where'd Brian and Ryan go?" And they're like, "Oh, they're probably fucking." They're like, "I thought they were brothers at first, but maybe they're fucking." I'm like, "God damn it!"
But they don't pull any. Those people, I love them because
I love it.
they just don't pull any
Yeah,
punches.
no, it was great.
Clearly fucking anything, and it's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, they're great.
But yeah,
the fucking him, the Mikey guy and the girl he was with or whatever, are like the fucking best dynamic duo ever. Oh my
yeah,
God.
they've known, obviously, like you said, they've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Like they were
together like 7 years or something.
Yeah, so they're right back and forth, and so
Yeah.
I like having different dynamics in the groups of people that I hang out with.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a long time, like when you're spending
You're
2
stuck
days
with each other.
Yeah. Which is a lesson that I will give to everyone out here. If you're in the woods, don't cause arguments. Like, don't do that. You're alone.
So
you're alone.
The first night we like everyone was all hanging out, and this Mikey guy like
he does not stop. He's just on jokes.
But like, and then like there's the other chick that was like, I guess feminist, or like she was when she's drunk or something. Like I don't know.
I don't know
because she'd make other jokes when like early.
She had
in the
a
day.
really good joke.
Yeah,
like we can't repeat it, but it was really good. It was. I was like,
but like at one point in the day, towards the night or whatever, she's like she reacted to a joke that Mikey said, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, bro, you can't offend me." And he was like, "Okay," and then he just like fixated on it until he found like her weak spot and just went at it. And like he had some joke like something about like women being in the kitchen or whatever, and he was just like, but like before she could even respond, the girl he's with was like, "Oh, baby, you never let me out of the kitchen." Like she fucking like one upped it and like made it better. I was like,
yeah,
oh
they like I said, they play off each other
it's
very
so
well.
Good.
So it
was like if Peg and Al Bundy were on the same side. It was crazy.
Oh,
I was so surprised.
It was like
oh my God.
Like I said, every time that I've never been in a camping trip with those people and never had like an interesting scenario like that occur. Like there's
like
just always
tension
something
thing or whatever.
Not tension. It's just that was the first time I've ever seen that happen. But it was always something incredibly interesting because he's got that dog, right? The dog the fucking bear that has a dog.
What is that? What kind of dog is that?
It's a mastiff.
Are you sure?
There's not a mastiff out there. Holy fuck!
I don't think it's a mastiff.
I don't know what it's a big as it looks like a pit bull.
It's
like
big.
a pit bull mastiff mix.
Yeah.
Big fucking dog. It weighed like 140 pounds.
Huge boy.
Huge boy. Big ass balls, like this fucking big. Because he's like, I don't believe in neutering. I'm like, yeah, I look clearly.
Yeah.
And like they're just hanging out. They look like quail eggs.
True.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Baby.
He's a big boy.
Let me see if I can.
Huge. That's a big ass dog.
He weighs more than the secretary does. So I'm like, all right,
That might
that's
be
fine.
too bright. Sorry, hang on. I don't know if that'll make a
Yeah,
difference.
he's
Yeah, I mean, I feel that's not hard to do though. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no.
but he weighs
Large
more.
dog.
He weighs more than I did in 2012. So it,
Also not hard.
Like I've also like when I've been camping with them, has been the situations when we wake up in the morning and there's like fucking deer tracks all over the place. We're like, oh shit, and then we realize that the dog was chasing the deer all night.
Oh my God.
'Cause that's what he does. He's
Thor?
Yeah, he just kills shit.
Yeah.
I don't think he killed one, but
Right.
I'm like,
Well, he
there's-
might have.
Yeah.
I'm like, he might have. Yeah,
Yeah.
he absolutely might have.
Right.
But
But then there was like another like shittier dog there, that German Shepherd.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that dog sucks.
The fucking feminist chick brought or whatever, and
Oh,
like
no.
that dog, like when before we even got there, bit Ronnie in the calf, I think. like broke skin, like bit the shit out of him, and he fucking like had like a vendetta against it the whole time we were there. And then like that dog and like the bigger dog that Mikey brought would like fight, and we'd be like, yeah, come on, fucking tear its throat out, fucking get it. And like eventually like that dog, like Mikey's dog mounted that fucking dog and like showed it who was boss.
Well, yeah, it dominated it, took it to the ground and pinned it.
Yeah.
And the dog's like, all right, fine, guess we're done fighting.
Only one of us still has our balls, idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one with
great.
the balls won.
Yep.
He's like, here, he's like, clank, clank.
It was a big dog.
It was great.
Fuck,
Yeah. It was. The thing is, I love being out in the woods in the cold at night, like just with flashlights and just hanging out, having a good time, cooking. There was like 14 people there. It was a lot.
It was like 20 by the end.
Yeah, it was a. That's true. There
People
was.
come.
Yeah, more people showed up.
Showed up in the second day.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the second day. One day remains. Yeah, and there's like people
Well,
just show
I
up.
looked around the second night or whatever. I'm like, there are 10 cars here, and like, I don't think any one of them was just one car by itself. So there's got to be at least 20 people here.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
That's really cool.
It was wild.
Everybody was like, I think we brought too many trucks. I'm like, yeah probably.
At one point, so the second night, the secretary had like fucking no sleep podcasts or whatever, like some like creepypasta bullshit, and they were fine. But like we like made a separate campfire because the idiots we were with were too loud. They don't fucking shut up. So like we made a separate fire like kind of down the road a little bit, still like within visual range of the other camp or whatever. But like we did that and just sat around and like listened to some of those stories, and that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was like just 6 of us or whatever.
At one point out there at night, with the.
Yeah, it was just less sound or whatever, and just kind of like chilling or whatever. But because like Ronnie's like the connecting thread between everybody or whatever. Like people still try to call out to him and shit. He'd be, like his dad would be like, "Run! What are you doing?" He's like, "Dad, shut the fuck up!" Like across the fucking between the two camps.
He has a secretary. He's like, can you pause that for a second?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It was great. And like at one point his dad came around or whatever, and he was like drunk or something or whatever. And like it was like at the end of one of his stories, he's like, "There's not a way you could like start this over, could you?" And you're like, "Fucking what? No, idiot!" Like, God damn it! Like we love you, but shit, it was awesome.
That's
yeah,
good.
that guy had like a catchphrase called everyone Bubba.
Yeah, he calls.
How you doing, Bubba? Oh,
It's
Bubba.
very hard to not call him Pop once you know.
Oh,
him.
yeah, for
because
sure.
I call him Pop.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
hey,
me and
Papa.
Brian call him Kurt, but yeah, once we got into it, it was very.
He's a very interesting character. He's got good stories. Pop's got good stories.
real cool.
Like I said, I've known those people for almost 20 years at this
That
point.
dude, the whole time we were there, had sunglasses on, even at night.
He forgot. Like he forgot he had them.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, he just like they were just permanently stuck to his head.
Yeah.
It was just extra dark for him. He just didn't even.
No,
know.
like-
No, they weren't even like just real sunglasses. They were like the ones that were like the shades are like reflective purple or whatever.
Okay.
Like, they were just like cartoon fucking like John Lennon glasses.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
just
God.
didn't really like. I guess he forgot that he had them on because he would just be like shining the light in everybody's faces.
Yeah.
And,
that
like-
that was a whole. Brian got so mad the second night because Brian was like right where the where they were cooking food, so everyone like had headlamps on, and they would like look over to see if it was ready, but they looked like too far or something, and like he'd get fucking Brian right in the face. Like Brian was just like blind the whole second. He's like, "Fuck!" It's like everyone stopped fucking looking at me.
Kind of surprised you got Brian to go.
Yeah, no, Brian's good. Yeah, we can't really hear you.
Kind of surprised you got Brian to go.
Yeah, Brian's cool.
Brian likes camping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian wants to go again.
Nice.
Yeah, he wants to get his girlfriend to go.
We're definitely planning on doing something else. I
Girlfriend.
want to see who's gonna go to this next one, and then we'll.
November, it's far.
Not too.
We'll see.
Not too far.
Yeah.
I really want my brother to go, and I would really want to get cots. That was a really good idea that you guys had.
Yeah, cots are nice.
I don't know if they're gonna.
Oh
fit my
yeah, so
test.
the whole time Brian fucking didn't sleep on those. Like the first night he like tried to, and he's like, "I'm gonna go sleep on the hammock."
yeah, like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and then the second day he did it the whole time. The second night,
He did.
yeah, the whole night he slept. And the second night he got the citronella candle or whatever, and got like one of the bungee cords out of his car and like wrapped it through like the handle of it or whatever, and like strung it up over his the hammock and like tied it to the part of the tree and like part of the hammock or whatever. So it was just like this thing he could like slide back and forth over himself, and he just had like this not open flame I guess, but this thing
He had like
lit over him.
An aura
Yeah.
of like bug protection.
So, and then he had like his he had the whatever hoodie he had just like pulled over his face so bugs wouldn't get in his fucking face, and he was just chilling. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
think-
like,
I think
like, the whole night, after I took my huge shit that I frosted the forest with that night, or the next morning I went over and like I pushed him awake. I'm like, "Fucking wake up!" And I was like, "What's this fire over your face, you dumbass?" So yeah, he wanted to get up and leave. I was like, "All right." So
Yeah, we everybody we left pretty early too. You
Yeah,
guys left
well,
all 8
well,
o'clock. We left.
yeah,
like
well,
at
we
8:30.
woke up and like I was just like sitting there at first, and then Justin and Ronnie woke up, and everyone started packing. I was like, all right, let's get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here.
We always leave pretty early after camping,
Yeah.
mostly because we all have stuff to do. Ronnie's got a kid and a
Right.
wife. And
I mean, so does Brian. That's probably why.
that's probably true.
Well,
yeah.
Brian wanted to leave because he knew that everyone was working at his house, and like his mom had or the grandma had the kid or whatever. So like, he wanted to get home like the 3 hours before they did to like sleep, and just like shower and just like enjoy like 3 hours of his Sunday before everyone came home. I think so. That's how it goes for him. But
I mean, that makes sense.
I can't blame him. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I don't blame you for it.
But
I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad
Yeah.
you and Brian had fun.
Okay.
Next time, well, like I said, we'll bring Churro.
and like I went there and like the day before or 2 days before I was at Brian's house and like his sister was sick and like I got a little bit of that, so the whole time I was like kind of miserable sick and I was just like trying to power. I had like fucking 3 different kinds of pills in my backpack I was taking at night in the tent. I was so bad, like my fucking nose was all runny and shit, and I was just like,
You're like, nature.
I still kind of have. Oh, no, it wasn't nature. It was just I got some sort of cold or whatever from like it wasn't like sinuses or anything. It was just like just general shit feeling, like kind of weak feeling that I would get when I'm sick. But just at one point I blew my nose and like fucking there was like wood and dirt coming out of it. I was just gross. I was like, oh, this is black.
Yeah, just like wood chips just
Yeah, it
coming
was so
out.
bad. Yeah, but
I couldn't. I was dying laughing when Ronnie was trying to drill into the log.
he had mesquite wood to try to cook the meat with or whatever, and he was like determined.
He's like,
to
it's
get it to
fucking
work.
wet.
Yeah, it was not dried out the way it should. Like it was only like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
not enough. And like so he tried to like drill into it to like air it out or whatever, just to like get ventilation or something he had in his head. And like at one point like he overheats his drill and like the drill gets stuck inside the log.
Oh,
And then like at one point like he loses track of it. And like in the morning he's like, where the fuck is it? And he had to go look for it in like our main fire or whatever, and he's like, I guess I'll go sift through these ashes or whatever. And like Brian's like, enjoy those piss ashes, bro. He's like, oh fuck. Yeah, so piss fire is good shit.
Piss fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said,
But yeah, I didn't get to talk to I tried to like move around because people like formed their own like little groups because there was fucking 20 of us or whatever.
yeah.
Like there's no way to just like at night everyone got together because there was only one fire, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was hard to like go back and forth and talk to everybody. Like I tried to do as much as I could, but
Yeah, I saw that. It was cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were doing that.
yeah, that's what I always do in any social situation. I fucking know you and Brian. I talk to you. You're talking to you right now. I don't need to talk to you all the whole time, but I guess it helped that I stood next to Brian a lot though, because they were just like, "Oh, Ryan or Brian," and nobody ever got it right. So
Ever in
ever.
years.
No,
Years.
Yeah, you guys have it right now because I don't know how.
I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah,
Only barely.
No, I believe it.
people don't know our voices apart. Maybe they will
No.
now because you're fucking muffled. like
I'm a
weird
muffled
man.
boy.
Anyway, that was fucking 40 minutes of camping. What's up?
Nice.
How about some video games?
Yeah, let's talk about video games. Talk about what I got you. I got your birthday present.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
It's
what
a
do
good
you
game.
think? Yeah, how far are you?
Not very. God, churro.
Yeah, what?
Fucking mop my floor.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Churro mopped your floor.
No, I'm making
Churro's
it moist.
coming all over my floor, and I have
Yeah.
to mop the carpet. Because, yeah.
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey, you guys are
I thought it was just not related at all.
No.
No.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, this other game I played. Milk
Churro
the cow.
mopped my floor. Oh. Actually, my first home.
Okay, so
is-
tell me-
My favorite 1-2 switch game, Milk the Churro. Yes. Anyway.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's cool. I tried that at first, and like I was like, I'm gonna do hard mode because I'm a man. I'm gonna do hard
I'm a
because
man
that's how I
about
do every video game on hard mode. And like I got through the beginning of it, and it's like go fight Wilson Fisk or whatever. And like I did that, and like he's like, I got this bulletproof glass or like this fucking like shatterproof glass or whatever. And like he has like rocket turrets he fires at you or whatever, and you eventually wreck all those, and you throw them through the fucking glass he has. And then like classic Wilson Fisk in his fucking suit, he just charges at you and starts beating the shit out of you, and it's hard. Like I did it at first, and I beat him at first, and then like there's like a second area where he calls in like goons, and like I hate. That's my least favorite video game thing of all time is when it's like here's this boss, and like here's like his helpers. Like fuck that. I want a one-on-one fight, not with your fucking goons.
I
It
need,
sucks.
I need you to tell
You
me
have
this.
to worry about different
I
things.
need you to tell me this one thing. Does he have his like cartoon fat guy voice where he's like, "I'll get you, Spider-Man"?
Not that bad, but it's pretty distinct.
Good. That makes me really happy.
Out of Spider-Man's rogue gallery, how many people have you fought thus far? Just the one?
One, yeah.
Just Wilson Fisk?
Dr. Octopus or whatever, Octavius.
Otto Octavius.
Audio Octavius. You're like working with him right now. Like it's before he's a villain.
Oh, really?
So you're like his research assistant.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is weird because it's like he's been Spider-Man for 8 years, so I guess it just took 8 years for him to become. Like I'm assuming at one point he will become the villain.
Yeah.
Or a villain because there's like so you put away Fisk and he goes to like the Raft prison, which we've seen in like Marvel movies now or whatever. If nobody's familiar with it, it's a floating prison basically, and there's like Scorpion and like they show like 4 other dudes that are all in there, and most of them are just like animals basically. Like Scorpion and Rhino and fucking Vulture, like they're all just like dudes that are animals, but with human parts.
That's always been the
Yeah,
Spider-Man game.
but I'm just saying, Spider-Man dudes are specifically
Spider-Man.
just like until they're not. But anyway, whatever.
The lizard.
Yeah,
Mysterio. My favorite animal.
Oh, yeah.
A crystal ball.
He's a fishbowl.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's really cool.
He's really cool.
Electro. That's also a good animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electric eel.
Is that what he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mysterio's weird.
Why is Mysterio weird?
Huh?
Wait, is Mysterio in the game?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Isn't Mysterio the one that like fucks everything? Mysterio's the one that fucks everything up in Old Man Logan, right?
I think so, yeah.
He fucking like makes everyone kill
Which is
each other.
crazy.
It's awesome. He's like OP as fuck when they need him to be. It's great. Fishbowl man.
All right, continue. How good's the game?
Yeah, no. Oh, the game's great.
The game's one, fucking gorgeous, and two,
it's pretty gorgeous.
just the web slinging looks so
Web
good.
slinging is very tight. Very fun to move around the city, which is just like Manhattan, because you can't swing across water. I guess there's no boats or whatever. Or there's not like 20-story boats that you can like swing across or whatever. Yeah, not yet. Anyway, yeah, and then like the fighting is like more vertical and like lighter Batman.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Eric, you tried it.
Yeah. I mean, I like.
He tried like 3 minutes of it without any tutorial.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, which is fine. But yeah,
And he beat Waves
Yeah,
the second time.
I played it for a grand total of 3 minutes. I really like the web slinging. The combat is obviously different.
Yeah.
Like you said, it has a lot more verticality to it. Like
Yeah.
there's guys coming at you, shooting.
Lots of dodging.
Lots of dodging.
Or
Spider-Man doesn't have a counter move like
there's,
Batman
there's
does.
no like stun thing or whatever, like the cape stun.
Yeah. That it made me miss Batman.
Yeah.
I guess I could say, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like a bad. It's not a bad game.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
No,
It's a lot better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I don't think it's better or worse. The combat, I think, is just different. Like they're different characters, and it's good that it feels like it's kind of familiar in that it has like combos, and it's mostly just like press X and go from one guy to the other. The thing it doesn't have though that Batman has is like you fucking beat up one guy and then like he kind of just like slides to the next one. Like you kind of have to like work your way towards dudes in this game, which isn't hard, but
you have to be a bit more involved.
yeah.
It seems to me like maybe just because I've been playing too much Batman, and I guess it's not really fair to compare Spider-Man to Batman, like because Batman came out 2013.
But they've been making Spider-Man games forever, though.
Yeah,
not like the way that
this is
these
the
ones
best
are.
Spider-Man game,
Yeah,
for sure.
without
For
a
sure.
doubt.
Like
No-
absolutely,
no
hands
question.
down.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think maybe it's just because I tried it for just a little bit of time. The combat just needs a little bit more. It just doesn't feel as smooth. Maybe like I said, maybe it's just because I've been trying to play it like
Right.
Batman.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
It's also like
It's definitely a lot more fun to get around as Spider-Man than it is.
well
with Batman.
there's also I don't think
Fuck the Batmobile.
Batman had this, but it's Batmobile's not fun at all.
Fuck you.
I don't. Sorry, Trevor.
You're the only person that I know that
Actually, I didn't play it enough. I fucked that game for different reasons for me. I played that on PC. And it
Yeah,
was hot
that was
garbage.
just like that whole problem with the PC thing
Yeah.
for you.
It was an N64 game for me. What was I saying though? Oh, like Spider-Man is different though in the combat because you're saying that you feel like the combat's like a little lacking, maybe. But there's like a whole like there's skill trees for that, and like you upgrade and like you get more combat to it. Whereas Batman started as like Arkham Asylum is more linear for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't remember there being like a skill tree. Like you don't unlock moves and stuff.
There's like a small.
What you do? It's very small.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely unlock items. You unlock and you
well,
unlock
yeah.
like takedowns, and you can implement them into your combat.
Yeah.
But obviously you haven't unlocked most of everything. So
No,
there
I
might
haven't.
be.
Yeah.
I know I saw a video that you can have the Iron Spider like shit on your back.
Right.
Like, that's cool. Maybe
Yeah.
you can implement. You just fucking stab a dude, right? Because Spider-Man kills people.
Well, because there's also I saw you playing with it a little bit, but there's like different kinds of webbing or whatever that you get, and like I saw you toggle between like two of them, but you only use the one. But like there's one that will just like I only have two. I only have a capacity for 2 right now. But like you shoot it, and if a guy's next to a wall, he's just stuck to a wall and he's out of play. So it's just like you can like switch real quick and just be like, got that guy, and then it's like one less dude on the field to fuck with. So
Okay.
there's a whole bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, you got to be aware of guys with fucking rocket launchers and the
Yeah.
guys that have melee weapons, and then my least favorite, the heavies that are just like you have to fucking web them up, and then
They
you can
just,
fight
just
them.
push your shit in repeatedly.
They do. It's
From
so
what I
bad.
saw.
I also noticed that the combo meter is a lot more forgiving in this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of like leeway between enemies. Again, because it doesn't have that mechanic where you can slide between
Yeah.
dudes or whatever. Like you're not always connecting from one to the next one. You have to like actually find whoever's around you.
Because I noticed that if you punch and you don't hit somebody, you don't lose your combo. And I was like,
Right, that too. Yeah.
Casual.
Right.
baby. Speaking of casual,
Yeah.
let's talk about that shit that you showed me. Where you can just skip puzzles.
Yeah.
So
So after I gave up on hard mode, I was like, oh, what else can I change? Oh, I can turn off fucking quick time events and puzzles. I'm gonna do that because like the first puzzle you do is like all right because it's like pipe dream type shit. Like what's a more recent example?
it's Bioshock.
Bioshock.
Bioshock's
Yeah.
puzzle, the hacking.
The hacking thing. That's only in the first one though, right?
Yeah.
Because you can auto hack in the second one. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, speaking of bullshit, yeah, you can just skip puzzles and like you can still do them, but you can also just like press R1 and just skip it.
But I
And
like
you still get experience too, which is awesome.
I like the reason we justified it just because Peter Parker's a genius.
Yeah, Peter Parker's
so-
a cheat. Well, that's why I should also put the game on like easy, so he just never loses either, because he's a fucking superhero.
He's got plot armor.
but yeah, fortunately, Spider-Man's like a weenie, so he does lose sometimes. So I'm okay with it. He is.
He does get beat up a lot.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't have the. I mean, it's weird. Like the way they portray him is weird. Like he should be able to fucking just like beat everybody. Like the strength he has or whatever. Like
He's as strong as he needs to be for whatever story
Right,
that's
yeah,
being told.
Yeah, sometimes he can lift the Hulk, and sometimes he gets his shit pushed in.
Is that true? That's really annoying. I mean,
That's just that's.
they do that for
everything, yeah.
basically everything.
Yeah,
It depends on who's writing.
yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
it.
Who writes the best Spider-Man?
It's been Dan Slott for fucking like a century. I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah, it was Dan Slott for a good long time.
And like some of his some of his stuff is good, but it went for fucking 10 years. Like I have no idea.
Jesus.
Like, there's obviously some bad in there too.
10 years he's been writing
They
Spider-Man?
did it for a while for a lot of things. Like, Jeff Johns did Green Lantern for like 5 years, I think.
Jeff
Right?
John's stuff is
Jeff Johns is always
So
good.
good,
Jeff
yeah.
Johns is the best, but he
it's
mostly
like
does
keep Bendis
DC
away
stuff.
from everybody.
They put Bendis on fucking Superman. I love Superman so much.
Yeah.
He'll never have a good game though, not like this. But yeah,
No.
Spider-Man's great. I've only gotten so many suits. The fucking Ben Reilly suits. Like I'm like so close to unlocking it. The sleeveless hoodie that he wears over the Spider-Man outfit. I showed it to you. Like
Oh, yeah, we looked at it last time.
Yeah. Spider clone Spider-Man. It's
Lot of
fucking bad.
bone.
Can you do what do they call in the trailer for Venom? The symbiote.
Symbiote.
The symbiote.
I haven't seen that outfit yet. I have one. There's
There's
one,
a lot of outfits, isn't there?
like 30 probably.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Do they all
But-
have different powers?
So that's the cool thing is like when you unlock a suit, you unlock a suit power or whatever, but you can mix and match it or whatever. So like if I have like I unlock the suit that you see like in the trailers or whatever, like that's the second suit you get, or technically third one, but you get that and then it has its suit powers like it lets you push the buttons and like it'll give you more focus meter or whatever, which you can use to heal or do like takedowns, which is the takedowns are fucking not worth it. So you can take out one enemy or heal yourself like a bunch. Doesn't make any sense why you do the takedown, but sometimes takedown look cool. But
They look cool.
Cinematic.
But once you unlock the suit and get that suit power, then I can go back to the old suit and still use that suit power.
Okay.
So it's like there's like mods for everything, and you can get all technical if you really
I like
want
that
to.
kind of stuff.
So-
It means that you're not really like, stuck
Right.
with looking a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be stuck looking a
You're
certain
like, you
way
could-
just
you
because of
could-
the perks or whatever.
You can really like a suit, but then it does like nothing for you. So it's
Yeah.
cool that they give you options.
Yeah.
No.
I have that fucking Black Ops Spider-Man or whatever that shit is.
Which
the,
one?
The Trailer Lakes.
Oh,
The Noir?
Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
The
Is
one,
that-
he's like a one of those old
he's
newspaper
like Rainbow
boys.
Six Spider-Man.
Rainbow Six. He's like 1920 Spider-Man.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, he looks like a stealth pilot from the 20s or something. It's weird. I don't know.
He normally wears like
But then
the big hat and
the
like
other,
the trench coat.
the other
and shit
suit,
like
there
that.
was like the spider like armor Mark II or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like all like sleek black with like yellow, and I think it's bulletproof, which would be super nice for that game. Fuck, but
Yeah, there's a lot more guns in this game.
Yeah.
I remember people got really upset at that thing that they were like, "Oh, Spider-Man helps the cops too much in this game."
Oh God.
And I was like,
The cops are portrayed too nicely.
Yeah.
they're like, I know New York cops. New York cops are not that nice. I'm like, fuck off.
Nah, yeah, that shit's dumb.
Get
They
up
love-
out of your.
They
ass.
love Spider-Man.
All the cops in New York City love Spider-Man. That's like their thing.
Yeah.
Like
that's the thing. Like,
Spider-Man
in the-
loves cops.
That's the thing, like in the game or whatever. Like you're storming Fisk Tower because it's time to finally arrest that idiot after 8 years, and like you're like storming the building with the cops, and they're like, oh shit, there's like this other problem. They're like, and then like they're like, oh, like you go do that. Like they like kind of agree on what to do, and like they split up or whatever. It's cool. Like he helps them out.
Yeah, Spider-Man has to do it because Daredevil can't. Oh.
Yeah.
Daredevil's blind, dude. You can't
Oh.
rely on him to do
Daredevil's not
anything.
blind. He can see more than anybody. It's fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, he's got like super hearing and shit. They should make a good Daredevil game. It's just a black. It's just like Churro's vision.
It's all white noise. That's how I
Pretty
see
good.
anyway.
I'd play the fuck out of that. Actually,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too upset about it. It probably actually no. It would probably play just like Batman.
Yeah, probably.
Like most of the superhero games are now kind of following that.
Well, it set a good example, and it's cool to see how other people like work around
Yeah,
it.
Batman being the gold standard is not anything I'm not okay with. Like
Yeah, that's true.
That sounds pretty
Like
good.
you guys never played. I think you might have, but you never played a Shadow of Mordor or anything like that. It's the same
Yeah.
thing as Batman,
Right.
except you're just fucking cutting.
I've
dudes'
heard that
heads
game's
off.
great.
That's
I just
great.
haven't I just haven't
I
played it.
still haven't beaten the second one.
I
but
remember
need to.
watching Brian in like the end game of that, and he just fucking overpowered as fuck.
Yeah, basically.
Because you can
It's so
have like
good.
3 copies to yourself if you're getting a high enough combo. You're just like killing 4 things at a time.
You have these thing called wraith arrows, and basically you shoot and you teleport to wherever your arrow lands.
Oh my God.
And you can
You
like
just-
stealth kill like that. It's fucking crazy.
That sounds neat.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah, the second one has the Nemesis thing. Or is that both of them?
Both of them,
Yeah,
do.
both
Oh,
of
that's
them,
awesome.
But the Nemesis system in the second one is
Just
a
like,
lot.
Ranger!
Yeah.
I really need to go back and play that game.
Man filth!
I was playing that when you were playing Assassin's Creed, and that's why I was like, I'm not gonna play Assassin's Creed. I've got this. And
Oh,
stuff.
for Odyssey? Or not Odyssey, Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't really need to play anything else. I'll just wait and play.
I
this.
like, after playing Origins, I'm like, I don't need to play it in Assassin's Creed for a while, but I keep hearing stuff about Odyssey. I'm like,
what?
I kind of want to play this. Like they have a thing which it's so good to me, but it's like not kind of the same, but there's a mode in that or like a way to toggle it so like you don't see any of the waypoints.
Oh, really?
Like it's just like all the markers or whatever. It's like, oh, go do like a fucking like you know how like you do eagle vision in an area. It's like here's like fucking 40 markers or whatever. There's
Yeah.
just nothing. And it's like instead of it's kind of like how Breath of the Wild has nothing. You just like discover things just by like talking to people or whatever. Like I think they're going for that, but I don't know if it'll be like quite the same.
It'll probably be like an options thing, huh?
Or maybe, but you know how I mean, like, because like it's one thing to have Breath of the Wild do it, and like they planned it that way, and it's another thing to like have it the way they normally do it and just turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
So like we'll see how it goes, but I mean that sounds pretty cool, and like the setting looks so fucking beautiful too. So
Yeah, well,
I'm a sucker for that.
The
new
graphics
shit.
or the settings in Assassin's Creed had never been its problem.
Well,
It's
Egypt
well,
was kind of boring for being Egypt.
That's true. Like I think
Oh boy, more
Like
sand.
a whole third of that game was sand.
I think
Which I mean,
I think
fucking duh, but-
Destiny's like Egypt-looking areas are a lot more interesting than the Assassin's Creed world because they got like space pyramids, and I'm like, oh, it's just like Kung Pao Enter the Fist. They're French.
They're friends.
I really wish.
I just watched that movie again with the secretary.
How many-
You've never seen it before.
I've never seen that movie.
You never- Oh my god,
Yeah.
that movie's like,
I've
every
seen,
time somebody mentions it, you have to watch it.
I've seen what's
It's
that
a
other
joke.
one?
Did you ever see Robin Hood Men in Tights?
I've seen like parts of it.
God damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
I think I solved it. Shit.
What's the fucking
Infinity
what's that other movie? It's not like Kung Pao, but it's like a comedic kung fu movie.
I know what you're talking about. Kung Fury?
There's Kung. No,
No,
Kung
that's
Fury's
not
a game.
Kung Fury is no
what's
Kung
Kung
Fury is
Fury?
that's also a movie.
You're talking about like Shaolin Soccer.
No.
The other one,
I know what you're talking about. God damn it.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle,
Yeah,
yeah.
that movie.
That's
fucking
the one with like
rules.
the lady with the curlers in her hair. And
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
The landlord.
The guys with the sitar thing.
Yeah,
Like shoot
oh,
blades.
and they cut a fucking cat in half
Yeah.
or whatever. I love that movie. God damn,
Yeah, that was real cool.
that's awesome.
It's like weaponized bards.
Yeah. But how did we get here? Oh, fucking yeah, I don't know. So yeah, Assassin's Creed or something. Whatever. Anyway,
That's about right.
How do we fucking get on Assassin's Creed?
I think
We
it
were
was
talking
the combat.
Shadow Mordor. Well, he
Combat,
was, or
yeah.
Shadow War while he was playing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
And we were talking
whatever.
about, because I was playing that during.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's what happens. So you're probably the only person I know, and I don't really talk to many people anymore about video games in public aside from doing this. But like,
It's just like,
I don't really hear people being that excited about the new Assassin's Creed. Like, might just be me. I don't know.
no, I mean I'm not really excited about it. I just see things and I'm just like,
it's piqued your interest.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean it's a thing where it's like if I get this for like a gift or something, I'm not gonna complain. Or, I mean, I guess I wouldn't anyway.
Wink,
But
wink.
yeah, no, I'm not.
No.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah,
All right.
no,
Very good.
no, I don't.
You're excited about the setting. That's what you're saying. There's probably going to be boats in it. There is boats in it. I'm pretty sure there's boats in it.
It's not like it's.
It's stuff.
I'm not looking forward to it yet, but it's not a hard no anymore. Like it would have
good.
been because like before it was like my the reason I was excited for Origins was because it was made by the guys that did Black Flag, and that was the last one I played, and there was fucking 5 games between that. Like there was like 5 years between those games.
Which
Was
is
it really?
fucking nutso.
So Black Flag came out, and then like the Rogue game came out at the same time,
Right.
and then the next year was Unity, which did poorly,
Oh, yeah.
and then the next year after that was Syndicate. So that was
3.
like that's 3 years.
That one, I'm not sure if it did poorly or good. I didn't hear anything goddamn about it.
Syndicate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that game. I still haven't beaten it.
And then they skipped a year and did nothing.
They did a movie.
They did the movie, which nobody watched, and then Origins came out. And
But you
Origins,
ruined the fucking...
yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then Origins was like, oh, it's the same guys that did Black Flag, and it's gonna be good. And then like it was good, but it wasn't Black Flag good. And like they had sailing in it, but it was fucking trash.
Yeah, you don't have any cannons.
And you have like 40 dudes sailing the ship.
Yeah.
And it's just like, here's our slaves.
They're slaves. They
Yeah,
roll them.
God, I fucking hate slaves.
That's good. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I fucking hate slavery.
No, I don't hate
Damn
slavery,
it.
just slaves. I just buy them all to slaughter them.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So, well, wait, did you play anything else besides Spider-Man, or is that all?
Oh yeah, dude! I fucking played. Did I talk about Octopath Traveler? Was that last week?
That was last
Oh,
week.
I was so mad. Oh.
Did you stop playing? Oh yeah,
I
you're
stopped playing
you're
yesterday, yeah.
I was so mad.
Yeah, it was done.
I'm fucking super done. 55 hours of that bullshit. I'm not gonna get into it again. I'm sorry, Sebastian. I know he's listening. He's like, fucking shut the fuck up, idiot. I have to hear about it every day.
Did you play something? What is it called? The Messenger?
The Messenger.
What's that?
I played more of that. That's I got that from my birthday also through gift cards or whatever. I was able to buy that for myself. That's a good game. That's like Ninja Gaiden but better. 'Cause it's like
Gaiden.
it's like NES Ninja Gaiden but better. And what I mean by that is like it benefits from being based on that era, but from this era, so it's like they can improve things.
So it's like how they did Shovel Knight.
Yeah, and it's
So
also like
essentially
not limited by memory, so you can have checkpoints instead of being like,
That
oh,
is a-
you lost all your lives, time to go back to fucking stage 1-1 of this shit.
Idiot.
That's like the only reason that game's hard. Ninja Gaiden, like if you
I
just
bet.
because like if you play that now on like the NES Classic or whatever, you can fucking like create save states or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just do that for the beginning of a level instead of every fucking 5 seconds, like it's like a good game instead of being like you're cheesing it kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's how some people beat Battletoads now.
God, Battletoads is actually hard though. Like that. Like
Battletoads is very difficult.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's also like that was also the whole era of like arcadey.
Yeah, because they were still thinking like,
Yeah.
oh, we were trying to get as
So
much money.
the
as
messenger,
possible.
the messenger has this thing though. So you get like collectibles in this game. That you use to buy upgrades for yourself. You get like shuriken and like you upgrade how many you
Katanas.
have. No, just little things like
Kid, how many katanas you got, eh?
Oh, what do you?
just like different skills you get or whatever, like a skill tree you upgrade. But in this game, when you die, instead of it being like there's game overs, like limited lives or whatever, it's this little I forget what he's called, like Quarble or something, like little demon guy. Like basically, as the final blow is being struck to you, as like the last of your health goes or whatever, he like stops time and like saves you and like goes back in time, and you start over, and then he follows you through the level up to where you died, and like every collectible you take, he takes instead.
Oh,
So it's like he has life tax on you. He's just like, I'm gonna fucking take all this shit that you would have got on this like replay or whatever.
He's like a more extreme
so
Rossetti.
you don't like lose anything to him, but like you can't like stack by just dying multiple times and just going through. So
That makes sense.
It's pretty neat.
That's smart.
Yeah, and the whole game is just like super tight, like jumping around, platforming, beat 'em up type of thing. So it's good. It's very good. I'm probably halfway through it, maybe a little more.
Okay.
I'm getting close to the end of that. But,
Very nice.
That's a very good game.
Nice.
And then I started.
What? What?
I started this game, Universal Paperclips.
Oh, that's what you've been fucking talking about this whole goddamn time, haven't you? What is it?
It's a clicker game.
Oh God, just fucking.
It's the best clicker game. So right now I have 691 trillion paperclips
Okay.
and counting.
Oh.
And basically it's a game where you start off by making paper clips, and then you eventually get things like automated or whatever, and you can make paper clips, and like you get different projects you can do.
It's adventure capitalists.
But no, there's like a story to it though, which is interesting. So I swear. But then there's ways to like fail it and everything too. So basically, what it is, the story behind this game is like you're an AI, and you are trying to make a paperclip company, and you're like selling paper clips, and like you basically the objective of the game is to create all the paper clips. And what you do is like you eventually like make a hostile takeover of like another paperclip company, and like you just keep creating paperclips. You like make like subliminal like advertising or whatever for people to buy, like increase demand of paperclips.
My cute AI.
and what is it? At one point you I forget all the steps for it. It's nuts. Like you send out like hypnotist drones and shit to just like encourage people to buy more paper clips, and you send like because you make money off of paper clips because you're selling them to people, and like you eventually you can get like $1 million like donations to people to like gain their trust, because like trust is a currency that you have because you want people to trust AI, so like you build up trust in this game
By selling paper clips?
Yeah. It's crazy. Well, because you make money and then like you give people like millions of dollars, like, oh, they trust it because money.
This
you buy their trust.
Too real.
It's
Planning that right now.
But the thing is too is like the whole game is like
Elon Musk is like fucking on.
well, the whole game is like when I first hit 1 trillion paper clips, it's like it took you 3 hours to hit 1 trillion paper clips. Like it's telling you how fast your AI is growing. Basically, like it's
no.
It's like this disease that's spreading. It's awesome. I love it so much. Hang on, let me find all the different.
Can you tell me if I'm at least a cute AI?
I don't think so.
God damn it!
It's all text based. But yeah, there's all sorts of marketing stuff or whatever, because you have to buy wire to like form into paper clips.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to like make sure you're getting enough like supply of wire, and like you have to spend money on that to get more paper clips and
spend money to make money, baby.
Yeah.
Ow!
Being on the woods made me want to play Far Cry. So I've been playing Far Cry 5.
Fucking,
at least while Ryan's looking that up.
you're just like in a tree, just like wingsuiting to like kill people.
This paperclip game though, like eventually you go out into like space, and you send out paperclip drones to like collect materials. Like basically the whole objective is to like turn everything in existence into paperclips. Just make all the paperclips you can. It's incredible. Fucking like just made up numbers of paper clips.
Oh my god!
Take over the universe as an AI,
a gorillion,
and it's fucking a click game.
Okay, that's fine.
Awesome.
What's it called?
Universal paper clips.
Okay,
it's awesome. There's like an end goal to it, unlike Adventure Capitalist or whatever.
I was just trying to get. I haven't looked at my Adventure Capitalist in like a year, so I have no idea how much.
There's probably all sorts of multipliers you could be doing right now. You could be making more money.
Yeah, you're
not.
No, I'm like stuck in Girls Frontline now. Thanks for your info.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, once I got that ZZ 805, I'm like,
ooh,
it's mine now. She's on my group 5. I have 7 echelons now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I spent a long time playing that game.
All serious in that mess.
But basically, since we went camping, I was like, I need to play a game where I can be in the woods, and it's not like anything crazy. So I'm going to play Far Cry.
Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
I was going to say Stalker.
Kinda. I've been playing Far Cry. I finally... Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it came out last year or whatever. When did it come out?
This year.
It came out this year.
February, I think.
And the only thing I did was get to like the very first one of the family members you're supposed to kill, and then I stopped for some reason. I remember why it stopped. The combat is kind of boring in that game.
Really?
It's kind of boring, But I mean, the story is interesting enough. I hear that it's pretty like not as
Did
satisfying.
you play 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Which one's the best out of those 3? 3, 4, and 5.
So because as far as like the story or combat
or like gameplay.
I think
4?
Far Cry 3 actually.
Really? Okay.
Mhm. Far Cry 3, everything felt a lot newer.
Yeah.
Like when you do the chain kills where you just like basically stab a dude and throw a knife at another guy, it feels a lot more, I don't know, gritty, like visceral. Like you're really fucking some dude up with a knife.
I just remember in 4 you could let elephants out and fucking have them trample people and shit.
Yeah, you could do that in all.
You can do it in all of them?
No, you can do that in Far Cry 4.
Okay,
yeah.
Like in 3, you can let bears out and like
Oh, really? Oh, that's
like
cool.
jaguars and shit.
4, I love 4 though, just because it's like, oh, just wait for the bad guy to come back and you.
And he was right the whole time.
I know, yeah, but you make things worse and then it becomes bad. Yeah, pagan men.
Pagan Man, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
The
good
fucking
bad
Willy
guy.
Wonka of
But out of
India.
those 3, I know that Voss isn't really like the bad guy in Far Cry 3, but he's probably like, definitely the most charismatic one.
Okay.
I really like the Seed family in Far Cry 5.
Okay.
They're all really charismatic. I really like John. He's like the guy that's like, with the power of yes, we will convert you to be like a true. And then he fucking tattoos like wrath into your chest, and it's like, oh, we're gonna have to cut that off because we need you to basically remove your sins. Yeah. I'm like, God, it kind of hits like it was very much. I know it came out recently, but that game is very much a product of the culture at the time.
Right.
It's like all the anger that everything was coming out.
Yeah.
And it speaks volumes. It's a really funny game. But those, like, definitely the families just they're written so well.
Huh.
Like I love.
But the combat's not there.
The combat itself is very It's like I said, it's just kind of boring because it's like
just like copy and paste from any other shooter.
There's not much like I never feel like I'm in like if I ever die in those games, it's because I was doing something dumb, not because there's an actual challenge to it. And I don't recall there ever being a difficulty, so maybe I selected the wrong one. But I'm kind of plowing through it now just because I really want to get to the end. I killed the first brother, and I destroyed his giant yes sign on the mountains.
Yes.
And then I killed Faith, who's like the drug girl, and that was a very interesting
Good
fight.
old drug girl.
Yeah, and now I'm fighting like the oldest brother or whatever he is. He's like some redheaded dude, and he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna mind control you.
I always feel like that's a shame in games where you're like, I just want to get through it, but it's like open world, right? Mm-hmm. It's like that sucks.
Yeah,
you're
it
missing out on a whole bunch of stuff.
I mean, I'm definitely doing as many side. The thing is that game you don't need to complete all the missions in order to beat it.
Right.
You just need to get your resistance level to a certain amount, and then it's 3 different areas, and you increase the resistance one area at a time until you fight the last boss.
Huh.
Until you fight the boss in each area, and then you
Right.
get to fight the last
Makes sense.
boss. But the maneuvering around the game is really, really fun. There's just there's not enough guns in that game.
Is there the thing I think I remember reading about? You get like animal companions in this fucking game
Yeah,
too?
I just got Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger's a bear.
Excuse me?
Cheeseburger's a bear. You can feed him salmon, but you can't feed him cheeseburgers because he's got the diabetes.
The diabetes.
Diabetes.
He's like, you can't. He's like, but remember, don't give him any cheeseburgers because he's got the diabetes, so you can't give him cheeseburgers. I'm like, all
Gotta
right,
give him a sugar cube.
but he
I
fucking kills everything.
I consider
It's great.
the setting of this game, and like I just finished. I really want this game to be like because I just finished season 5 of Justified. Like just an open world Justified game. That'd be so good. Like you're a fucking marshal or whatever, but like he fucking doesn't follow any rules anyways. He just basically be like, I'm gonna come in here and ruin your plans.
I mean, the games almost lend themselves to like you could do what. I mean, I played Far Cry 3 like a Green Arrow simulator, so it's at some point.
Well, just like the way you talk about it. The villains or whatever the
family the Seed
just
family.
kind of reminds me of like Crowder's like season 1 of that show, like how they're like kind of like all like he does like the whole like religious nut aspect of it or whatever kind of thing. So it sounds fun.
Yeah, like there's a lot to it.
Yeah,
but I really like Joseph Seed. He's like the main bad guy with the fucking
Jim
Jones sunglasses.
Right.
You know, he like whoever it is that I don't know who they modeled him after. I don't know who's voice acting him, but he's really good. Like he just the way he speaks, he's got a very like he has pauses in just the right places, so it's like he just adds so much tension to the game. And the whole time, whenever he interacts with you, he just looks you dead in the face because he's like a grabby
Looking
person.
dead in the face, Edric.
He like grabs your face, and he's like telling you all this shit's about to happen. It's it's such a good story that's just kind of, or at least so far, that's just kind of marred
falls flat with the
game. And that's a real shame. They also did you know how they did the live action thing for Far Cry 3 with that actor from Superbad?
Yeah.
And they had the actual voice actor, the guy who plays Scorpion in the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that Mexican dude,
Voss,
they had that actor playing Voss and doing the voice, and he's dressed up like him and everything. He plays Voss, and he's really good. And then they did the same live action type thing for Far Cry 5, and the actors for that are also really good. So I'm like, Ubisoft, just make that movie. Don't make shitty Assassin's Creed. Just make that movie and have these people and do it well. I'll watch it. I'll fucking buy it. I don't even care. But it's just, I don't really like saying this about games, but I really wish that I could just skip the gameplay and just get to the story, and that's really dumb. But it's okay. I guess there's no like real consequences to doing things poorly in that game, because if you mess up a stealth section, you just kill everybody.
Yeah, it turns into another style.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, guess I gotta kill everybody, and oh look, here comes this fucking guy with a here comes this fucking guy in his plane that's also my ally. Oh, I can have a plane and a helicopter on my ally. Great. So I don't know.
That's some good.
I wish it was a more difficult game. Is all.
Yeah.
That's all it basically is.
Huh.
I wish there was more to it that would make me feel more.
Yeah.
Like, I guess a little bit more invested in my character.
More to it is,
yeah.
They can make it more difficult without fixing your problem.
Yeah.
Like they just make the enemies like bullet sponges or something.
Maybe it's just too big of a game.
That's fair.
And but as far as like parachuting everywhere, what's that fucking wingsuiting everywhere? Oh, that's so much fun. You go so fucking fast.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's super good. So
and then you land on somebody with a knife kill. It's
you just
dope.
fucking kill everybody.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that cop does not follow the rules at all.
He's a renegade cop.
He's like, he's like, I guess we can't call you rookie anymore, huh, deputy? You're like, oh, I'm a deputy now.
A little deputy.
Yeah, so that's what I've been playing, and then I don't remember what else I've been. I've been trying to. I was gonna play Dead Space, but I think it's just because we got back from the woods. I'm like, I want to be in the woods again.
Yeah, you know. That's kind of funnily enough. That's kind of like I'm in like a fantasy mood right now as opposed to sci-fi. So I'm just like, I just want to play like some RPGs right now, you know.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking.
What are you playing right now?
Huh?
What are you playing right now?
What am I playing? Nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, I was playing.
So your fantasy is that you're playing games?
No, I was playing Destiny 2. But I'm like, I wanted to play Shadow of War.
What?
I wanted to play Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I'm gonna see if that's like cheap on like the PSN.
I know it was on sale like recently. That game always goes on sale though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you'll always be able to find it on sale.
I mean, I think at one point when I wasn't trying to buy it, like Shadow of Mordor was like $5. So it's just like, God damn it, I should have just bought it then.
I'm pretty sure I bought it for $1 somewhere, like online. Like they were just doing like, hey, here's a fucking crazy sale. Here's $1.
Yeah. I mean, just like it's real cheap. Like, and eventually when you play those, it'll be cool too. We can talk about it.
For which one?
Shadow of War.
Any of the Shadow of game, Middle Earth. Those games are called.
The first one is short. You can beat it pretty quickly. It's got 2 big areas, and then you can just get through the campaign.
The first one, like on its own merits, is just really like fun and cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Just
the second one just makes the end game a little bit more difficult.
Does it?
Because there's like you have to basically take over a bunch of forts.
No, I'm sure.
But I think it's a lot of fun. Like it's one of those games where I can just play and run around and just fucking
that was one of the things too. Like when I played it, I was like, I just want to fuck up orcs. Yeah, so
you fuck them up so bad.
It's like, a bunch of glory. The thing that always threw me off the first time is that's like when they launched that game, they were trying to do more stuff with the controller. So it was just like the controller makes sounds. I'm like, what the fuck? It was just like, this thing's loud when you're like blowing the like orcs' heads off with like the wraith guy.
Oh, you're on the PS4, yeah, because you got the little microphone in it. That's really annoying for me when you play The Last of Us and you're like trying to be quiet and then it's like the clickers came in and we were trying to be safe and then we're like,
great.
Like I don't want.
You're like, what?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I have to reset it. I have to hold this fucking thing up to my ear. Not gonna
Hello.
And then having to rattle the controller to like. I don't that's so.
When they try to make it all like interactive, I'm just like, stop.
Yeah,
I just want to play.
Like this is interactive for me. That's all I want. I don't really care about the rest of it.
Yeah.
Hey, what about you, Ryan? Is there anything you're looking forward to playing? Like anything that's coming out soon? It seems like right now all of us are just kind of
Smash
catching
Brothers.
up because there's a lot of stuff that we need to play.
Yeah, I think
Especially-
Nail Smash Bros. It's gonna be good.
It's just Smash Bros. That comes out
December,
no,
3 months.
So close.
I still need to beat Mario Odyssey. Like, I need
Yeah,
to beat Mario
it's good.
Odyssey. There's so much shit I need to do. So.
Yeah, there was a Nintendo Direct recently
Yes, there was.
that had some games.
They confirmed the best character.
Oh, Isabel. The next character is gonna be best character because the next character is 69, number 69 in the game.
The rapper?
No, just that's 6'9".
Is it 6'9"?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. He's a
Yeah.
pedophile.
Great.
Don't fuck with him. Wait, who's,
Oh my God.
who's 69?
What?
Wait,
It's
what-
gonna be.
Like, because the whole thing with this game has been like.
Wait, hold on. They're still announcing other characters besides Isabel?
Probably. I mean,
shit.
there's still fucking 3 months left.
Probably all the way up to it. Yeah.
Like, they announced the game last month, and they've announced like 6 characters.
What?
Yeah.
Who'd I miss?
They-
2 Belmonts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Crown,
two Belmonts.
Isabel.
Dark Samus,
Dark Samus.
Daisy.
What Daisy?
What Daisy? Ridley and Inkling Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's been a bunch.
I was like, okay, I can't. I, was like, I thought that was all at once. Well, I guess, yeah, never mind.
I mean,
I'm
there's
all
like
mixed
3
up.
different directs, and they had like 2 characters apiece, I think.
Okay.
And then the one with so it's like 7 characters, I guess, with Isabel.
Okay.
But yeah, they've been doing this whole thing where like they number them, and it's like the order they arrived in the series at. That's how I have the amiibo set up over there. Kind of. I need to fix them.
That makes you need to buy an Isabel amiibo.
They got to make it for it. They're making separate ones for Smash stuff.
Okay, so
Eventually.
you're not going to buy like an Animal Crossing one?
Non-hot glued version.
No, yeah, I gotta get a non-hug version. What?
Fix your ear.
Anyway, God,
I can't, I can't fucking.
what? Yeah, what else is coming? I mean,
Red Dead comes out soon. Red Dead soon, brother.
I have
When-
apprehension for that game. for
When
some
will the
reason.
loops be ready?
I don't know why.
Soon.
I feel apprehensive for that game.
Do you?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. Something about it just.
I
I just want to wait for it to be out and just see the bad thing about it.
I wonder what the bet. Are you still concerned about the loot box thing?
Kinda.
Why?
I don't think it's gonna be loot boxes, but microtransactions are just gonna.
Well, I mean, microtransactions.
Microtransaction.
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully I want to be wrong because the first game was great, but I'm also like,
The first game.
the first game, Red Dead Redemption 1. Sorry, they call it Red Dead Redemption 2. Take it up with them. Rockstar.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to send a very angry letter.
I'm sure they got plenty. Fucking throw it in the trash pile.
I can't fucking believe
They probably dive into it like
When are you going to
leaves.
make Modern Warfare?
Yeah, no. God, you guys are fucking annoying. No, I love you guys, but what was I thinking about? When does that game come out?
I don't know.
November, October.
I'm still waiting for fucking...
So like my thing is,
okay.
I don't play the same kind of game twice in a row unless it's like a platformer sometimes because I'm into those, and like the ones I play are different. Like Ninja Gaiden is not the same kind of platformer as Mario,
Right.
so
They're different.
but
enough.
like I'm playing Spider-Man, which is an open world game, and this is gonna be another fucking open world game. And like I know I'm gonna be like I almost said driving horses basically in that game, and it's like very different, but it's still like the open world.
Nice Mustang.
The open world fatigue in that game is gonna be real,
Yeah.
like it will be in Spider-Man eventually for me.
Red Dead
Even though
Redemption
I'm
2,
web swinging.
it seems like it's going to be a lot of work. Not a lot of work. Like, there's just going to be a lot of stuff to
It's
do.
just like I wish Red Dead Redemption 2 came out like 2 months ago because now we're just doing catch up. Like instead of playing catch up, if we were just playing this game the whole time, like the whole time where there's nothing else,
Right.
Like because like this game's gonna come out and then Smash Bros is gonna come out, and I know I'm not gonna like
Yeah.
yeah
We're going to be playing a lot of Smash Brothers.
yeah.
And then, like, it.
So,
I mean, it's supposed to be coming out in October, I think. October 23rd,
I gotta look it up now. 'cause
if I remember
keep talking
correctly.
about
So, there's a lot. It's like, I think it's coming, like, a little bit early of the holiday season, obviously. Like, it's going to be basically coming out a month before Black Friday. And that's when it's always going to be, people are going to be like, oh, is it going on sale? It's like, oh, yeah, it's $5 off. so you guys get screwed for that.
October 26th.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's really, really close to the end. But I don't know if I'm gonna have time to devote to it like I did to Red Dead Redemption, the first one.
We're not in high school anymore.
I was 20. No,
or just after. Whatever.
Yeah, that was 2010.
We had a lot of time. Is what
I had
I'm
a
saying.
lot of time in 2010
Yeah.
to just devour that game. But this one, I gotta go to work and I gotta go to the gym. Like, we're gonna be going camping, in November.
Just,
So
just shit in between. Just be like, and then like that's kind of like how I've been tackling The Witcher. Is like I'll go from like basically one city to another, and then like cool, I'll play it again like some other time. Just like I'm doing like in between shit.
I can't even imagine spending the amount of time I would need to spend on The Witcher 3 right now. Like, it's there's just so much. Like, it's overwhelming. Like thinking about it. I can't.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe I should try because I wanted to go back and try some old fantasy shit. And I was like, maybe I should try Dragon Age. I was like, God, no, I can't get lost in fucking Dragon Age.
You could be like Dragon Age 2. It's the same fucking shitty game that I played the shit out of.
Yeah, you like Dragon's dog shit though. That one's awful.
I did not.
Did you not?
No.
You were the only one I knew who played it. So
I played it. That doesn't mean I liked it. There's a difference. What, Ryan?
I just looked up why Mario Kart's trending on Twitter. Sorry.
Oh, right, yeah. I heard about that.
What's happening?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
It's stupid.
Anyway.
I'm just saying.
That Nintendo Direct.
She sat on it, so it's her fault. So, anyways.
Yeah. That Nintendo Direct had a couple cool things I want to go over, if I can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
And we just mentioned one remade.
We knew about that before. It's coming to 3DS. It doesn't count. It's not real.
Oh, right, that's true.
3DS is dead to me.
I didn't see the Luigi's Mansion 3 part, so I have to watch that.
Yeah.
I only watched the 3DS thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great. That's cool.
The best announcement of the whole thing, Katamari Damacy remake, HD.
And you can play it with just a fucking...
Yeah, you can battle.
It's
gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch.
It's the original Katamari, isn't it? It's like a remake of it.
It's the first one, yeah. Which
It's like good.
it might be a little more because the first one is just like it's not a whole lot. Like it's good, but it's like a smaller game in comparison. Like basically that game.
It's not beautiful Katamari.
The series
It's the best one.
that whole series is basically just like the first game, but they add more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's never like different.
A different soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack they add to it
Shadow
for sure.
and Light.
But what else is happening?
They confirmed.
Oh, it's the Super Mario Bros. U or whatever that came out on Wii U's coming out for Switch. That's cool. I'll play that again.
Nice.
That'll be good.
Is that the one with the cat costumes?
No.
No, that's Super Mario. That's New Super Mario Brothers.
New Super Mario. Yeah, that's
Super Mario World.
3D World.
Yeah, 3D World.
Yeah. New Super Mario Bros. U is
It's the
like,
side-scrolling one.
It's like only 2D, side-scrolling. But it's the one with the fucking propeller hat that makes you like spin up and.
It's the one where you have to rotate the nunchucks, or you have to rotate the Wii U remote.
The Woo.
Do you? I don't remember that. Whatever though.
Oh no, wait, no, that was New Super Mario Brothers on the Wii. Just the new Super.
Hey, I don't know. You know better than I do, I guess. I just fucking play them. They're adding like a shit ton of classic Final Fantasy games.
Yeah,
that was weird.
It's a collection, so they're doing.
They're doing. Like,
they skipped 8. Fuck 8.
Yeah, fuck 8. But yeah, they're putting 7, 9, and 10 on there, and also like 12, like the
12
the Zodiac Age 12 or whatever, like that new one.
The good.
And
one.
they're putting out I still don't know what this is, but the Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition or whatever.
It's basically Final Fantasy 15, but everybody looks all cute.
Yeah,
it's the same story.
It's the same like is it the same like gameplay?
Kind of gameplay. Yeah,
interesting.
It's just a smaller version.
Yeah,
like everything. It just looks. It's a pocket version. Like you still get the same story, same basic gameplay, same characters, just smaller, and that's cool. Because then you don't have to be like me and trying to get all the recipes when you haven't even gotten past the first area yet.
I've got
a new recipe.
Yeah, it's fucking.
What's his name? Fenry or whatever.
Him? Oh God, I don't remember
his name.
I don't remember the boys.
All those characters are so goddamn not memorable at all. Like
I remember Gladiolus.
Gladius.
Gladius.
No, Gladiolus. I think it's Gladiolus.
They call him Gladdy Daddy or something. I don't remember.
Hey, Daddy.
You really shouldn't do that.
I really shouldn't, but here we are.
Wow. What is this? Hang on.
I want to play I can't believe Final Fantasy VII's come back on the Switch. Where it's supposed to be. It's a Final Fantasy.
They showed off a new turn-based JRPG from Game Freak.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a new. They're doing like a new IP.
What's that?
It's called Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically, I guess, it must be some sort of Harvest Moon type game that you also have to
fight things,
build fortifications.
Yeah,
in. So like Rune Factory, but not as magical.
Yeah.
I want a new Rune Factory.
Do you?
Yes.
The day that fucking
fuck you. That's great.
The day the day that Direct aired, they also had like City Skylines just came out. They're like, here, this is
yeah, that was weird. They were just like, oh, it's out now.
Yeah, and also fucking Civilization 6 is coming to Switch, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bunch of crazy shit.
Can't wait for Gandhi.
And then the way they announced Isabelle, like they're like, oh, and also here's a tease for the Animal Crossing game for Switch. that's never coming.
It's supposed to be out next year.
They say Animal Crossing 2019, and then last year they said Yoshi 2018, and that game's still not fucking out. And now it has a title, and it's coming out next year for spring.
Yeah. That's a different one.
That Animal Crossing game is 2020 for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, sorry.
But but if it's not,
Yeah.
but if it's not,
then it's going to be
Nintendo's
a
go
busy year.
again. Nintendo's the best fucking ever.
Yeah.
They just do everything I want them to do.
Like, yeah, stop asking us for shit.
Yeah, stop sending me shit.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm
Next year's already going to be pretty good, though.
I know. I just want Resident Evil 2.
I don't know if you remember the. No, I'm talking for Nintendo specifically.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was like a direct or two ago, but they showed off the like the first proper fuck, I can't think. Fire Emblem that they're doing for Switch. That looks so good. That's coming out like next spring, basically. It's fucking coming up. Looks dope.
Next year, Nintendo's fucking.
New Yoshi's gonna be dope.
Real dope.
I wonder if
next year's supposed to be like the real Pokemon game for Switch.
Yeah.
Like the proper like core series game or whatever. That'll have all the features of the games that everyone.
I want
likes.
more information on Metroid Prime 4.
Yep.
Please.
Yep.
Please.
What else? There's Metroid Prime 4 and what other game? Oh, Pokemon is the other one.
Yeah,
for like the games that they're just like, we're making it.
Stop asking us for
Yeah. So somewhere in there is a new Ace Attorney also, which will be great.
for the Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, they said they're going to make a proper new one of those. Yeah. So.
I'm getting a boner.
Yeah. They need to also make fucking.
2019 is gonna be a good year.
I don't know if it's 2019, but they're making one.
2019 is gonna be a good year. God damn it.
Yeah, it should be good. Anyway,
I'm really excited for that.
questions?
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't get a lot, but
Yeah.
we have.
I solved this.
Good job. The easiest puzzle I have.
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody did it. Brian's child got his finger stuck in it. True,
Why
can't
did he
see
stick his whole
colors.
fucking hand in it?
I don't know.
How big are his fingers that he got stuck in?
Small child fingers, probably.
Well, because he tried. I'm not gonna.
Oh, he stuck his.
I'm not gonna
He
talk
stuck
trash
his whole
about the
finger in,
child.
bro.
He tried moving balls to where they already were, so that he couldn't move them, and like he just try moving the blue one there to where the red one is. Like you can't do it. That's not how it works. But you can move it enough to get like a tiny finger in there.
Oh.
And that's how he got it stuck. Anyway, nobody can see what we're doing. Fucking goddamn it.
It's a Soul Stones.
Great.
What are they called?
Infinity
It's
Stones.
the Infinity Ball.
Infinity
And
ball.
it's got
Stones.
greed and black and piss and orange flavor.
Did you see the poorly described movie thing with Infinity War?
No.
And it was single dad tries to solve world hunger with his rock collection. That's a good one. I forget who said that, but it was good. Okay, so Ray Williams has a question.
Oh,
He says Nintendo Online Service. Why and is it worth it?
it's
That came out today. It's live now.
It's $20.
It's $20
a year.
It's $20 a year, and you can pay for it with your gold points that you accumulate by buying games.
Yeah.
So
You lose less money.
Like I already have that paid for from March till now.
Yeah.
When I reset my points or whatever, because your points die after a year. And I got mine in March, and I used them for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I haven't even started yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I already have like $20 worth of gold points or whatever I can just use to buy this. I'll just reset it every September or whatever. Like that sounds fine to me.
yeah.
Or $3.99 a month.
Right.
Or something like that.
Super. Yeah. $20 a year.
A year.
Yeah.
And then if you want to give it to your friends, you get the family thing.
There's like a family plan thing.
Yeah,
where
it's like $27 or whatever.
for like 8 accounts. They'll have online all the same features or whatever.
It's like,
Yeah. Let me think.
stop being poor.
You get like cloud saves and all that junk too.
Yeah, cloud saves is important. That's a big thing. I like that a lot.
Let me go through the features in this so I can.
Features.
Just by them having cloud saves, I think for me is worth the $20.
Yeah.
For me.
Let's see.
Especially because right now the
There's
Switch doesn't have cloud saves.
There's a so it's $34.99 for the family membership.
Oh.
So an extra $15 for 7 more accounts.
Jeez.
Like you can buy one apple for $1,
Yeah.
or you can buy 100
A
for
bushel.
10.
There's a weird thing with cloud saves, like they're not for every game because of like cheating or something. You can't
Yeah.
have cloud saves, and also this kind of sucks. Which again, don't be poor, but if your subscription to this expires, your cloud saves get deleted. Like that kind of sucks because like if I don't have PlayStation Plus and like I get it back, I'll still have those cloud saves.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like limited to having that thing or whatever. But it's something.
Nintendo's like, you guys can afford it. You'll be okay.
Right. Another big thing on this is if there's a Nintendo account, like if I have my Nintendo account and you have one, and I sign into your basically they do the thing now with like PlayStation or whatever or Xbox where it's like this is the primary Xbox or this is the primary Switch or whatever. It's like I can go on yours and like download one of my digital games onto your system, and like as long as you're online, you can play my game. So like
That's real cool.
Yeah, so I can go on yours and like download Octopath Traveler, so you don't have to fucking buy that game. I'm still mad, but yeah, I could just be like, okay, I'm gonna download this shit on your shit, and then as long as you're on, like, as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi. Oh, you took all your garbage off. That's nice.
Yeah.
You can play that game, so that's cool. But the main thing with all this, besides now it's pay to play online or whatever, which wasn't a thing before, and people are all salty about that, is there's NES games you can play. There's like 20, I think.
The hope is there. The hope is there.
For what?
For GameCube.
GameCube is so far out.
GameCube, huh?
They basically confirmed Super Nintendo games though, which is cool. But yeah, there's like I don't know how online play works for all these games.
About
but
N64 games.
It's specific. I think they added some games that have online play for that.
I think Ice Hockey has it, which is neat. The NES Ice Hockey.
Like I'm not even gonna worry about getting it until like I find a multiplayer game I want to play. So then that's all.
Exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're gonna buy it for Smash.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna buy it for Smash.
Yeah.
And Nintendo knows you're gonna buy it for Smash.
Yeah.
So pay $20 and then get your stupid online ass.
Yeah.
So I can
Well,
smash it.
they just confirmed a Fortnite bundle for Switch, which is like I never thought I'd see the day. But that's a thing.
It's honestly all that money's probably going towards like upkeeping the Fortnite servers at that point, because it's just like there's so many people that
I
are.
fucking told you.
For Switch, yeah.
I told you right when I went to Spirit this week, they have Fortnite costumes up, and it's awful for the kids. For the kids.
That doesn't surprise me.
That does not surprise me.
Just
Either.
everyone learn that dance.
Which one? There's plenty.
Is there more than one
There's
dance in
a lot.
Fortnite? Oh, okay.
Did you see Ronnie do that dance in the woods?
I thought it was the floss one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a card, that guy. What is it? What is that guy saying? What's it? What is it say? We're trying to read the chat right now. I can't.
It says, "What's lit, fam squadino?" Something like that. Fam squadino.
Fam Squadino.
Yeah. I've seen that guy before. He's called Not a Chinese Spy.
Oh yeah. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. Good man.
Bro.
That's that's one guy I remember.
Good, not Chinese spy.
Well, we really do need to pay more attention to the chat. We'll do that.
Speaking of Chinese
probably
spies,
next week. Yeah.
I saw that movie, Crazy Rich Asians, which isn't Chinese spies at all.
They're not. They're
but
Korean.
I got no. The whole movie takes place in Singapore, which made me sad because I didn't fucking go.
I've been there.
Yeah. So not that anyone that I don't know if was it Crazy Rich when you were there.
Yeah.
With their palaces.
Yeah.
For Junhao's wedding.
The secretary didn't see it, but I saw Bugatti writing around. I was like,
well, that's not the same
Bugatti.
thing. Yeah, I mean, this movie's crazy, but
Bruce Scotty.
they have like a fucking cruise ship on top of 3 skyscrapers. Type of rich. It's fucking dumb.
I was right underneath it. I was like,
yeah, but you weren't on it. Is what I'm saying. Yeah,
you have to pay money to get on.
That's what I'm saying. Like
So
I didn't miss out on that aspect of the trip, but that's because we don't know anybody crazy rich. There's not like fucking.
My brother told me no. It's like $80. It's like $150 to get in it. Then you can go up. There.
In this movie though,
they live there.
They don't live there, but they have like a fucking wedding there, and it's like, it's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally like 3 skyscrapers, and then just like a fucking boat.
Yeah, boat
looking thing.
It's crazy. That movie's awesome though. It's
Was it
so
good?
good. Yeah, it's very like heartwarming, but also like bittersweet type of thing. But it does a very good job of like presenting like here's Chinese traditional culture and how fucking like hard it is to like be an outsider and like penetrate that, even though the girl in it is also like Chinese American. Don't wink at the penetrate thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, it's a good movie. It's like probably one of the better movies I've seen this year for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Like I mean, not the best, but like
It was entertaining.
it wasn't just entertaining.
Is it like a romantic comedy or what is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I liked it because it's basically this girl that
She's crazy rich.
No, she's not crazy rich. Is the problem?
Oh, okay.
She's like normal, like she's like a econ professor or whatever in America or whatever. She's Chinese American. She's Chinese descent but born in America, and
Homeboy is
the guy she's dating or whatever. Like he's going back for some wedding.
Okay.
And he's the best man at some wedding, and he wants to take the Chinese American girl, the main character chick, with him to go see his family or whatever, because they've been dating like a year and it's getting serious or whatever. And she doesn't know that he's fucking crazy rich. And they get there and like their family is like the big family. Like the wedding they're going to is like the event of the century in Singapore. Like it's like this fucking crazy huge thing.
Huh.
And it's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it just to be like, hey, I was there.
Yeah, there's definitely like landmark. Like the whole fucking all of Singapore is like aesthetic as fuck. Like it's just like super. And like the very beginning is why I got upset that I wasn't there, because the very beginning of that movie, like they go to Singapore and then there's like all the street vendors. I'm like, oh, I fucking missed all this. I was so sad. I'll go one day.
I really want to go back. Like you have no idea.
Well, Secretary said you might move there for work or whatever, temporarily or whatever. So
yeah,
be good.
Announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sorry, was that not supposed to say that? Okay, yeah,
we'll see.
Whatever.
That'd be cool. I would really love.
I definitely got to make it happen next time. Even though next time's not going to be everybody at once or whatever, I'll just go with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Show me around.
Yeah,
now that you know.
It's fucking great. You don't understand. Anyway, okay, so fine. So okay,
that movie's awesome though.
I didn't know it took place in Singapore. That makes me want to see that movie now.
Yeah, it's great.
Because I know that movie's like super popular. Like everybody's like,
yeah, it was
really
like a surprise hit for sure. Yeah, because they wanted to like make the main character like a white guy or something, and like just like they wanted to like Hollywood the fuck out of it, and they didn't do it. So
nice.
I think MC Hammer funded that movie. I can't remember.
That's probably the most profitable thing he's done in like 20 years.
Yeah, it's
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's.
Can you imagine being that guy?
Now I need to look.
Talk about getting 2 breaks in life. That's great.
I think that's what it. Hang on.
Okay, I'm gonna take the secretary to go see it.
Now I feel bad if it's not real. Hang on.
I know.
For MC Hammer?
MC Hammer's like, oh fuck, I should have done.
No, I just don't know. Misrepresent it to the people.
He's like, nah. Dun, 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 dun.
Do you know any?
Constance Wu is great. Yeah.
Constance Wu is the name of the. So maybe he knows. He might know. He might have been in the movie. I don't know.
I don't know if MC Hammer's in this actually.
No,
I didn't know if he was in it.
Did you just make that up out of nowhere? Like,
I could have swore I heard something. I don't know. Somebody bankrolled this movie and made it happen.
well, I'm sure somebody did.
You guys suck.
I'm sure they just fucking make itself. Although at this point, it probably paid for itself because everybody's seen that movie.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm really glad that Crazy Rich Asians is a good movie.
Yeah.
It looks really silly from the just the poster that I've seen outside my office. But
yeah,
I mean, if it's good, it's good. I might. Is it still playing in theaters? It is still playing in theaters.
I just saw it in theaters. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Okay, I might take the secretary to go see that. I'll be like, sweetheart, you don't understand it. It's in Singapore, and she's all over Singapore. She still talks about it. I still talk about it.
Yeah,
I would go back.
You
should go.
Yeah, Constance Wu was really good. I'm trying to see real quick.
Just look for producers, and if it says
no. I'm not looking for that anymore. I don't care. I was wrong. I'm just gonna admit it. I don't care.
It says Michael Croft Hammer.
Michael Croft.
That chick, she's like a singer or whatever. Fucking Aquafina. That one we keep talking about.
I have
whatever, but she's in this movie as like the main character's like best friend, and she's fucking awesome.
Is she really?
Yeah. So I'm going back on like being like, oh, this fucking singer doesn't matter if she can act or not. She's fucking hilarious in this movie. It's great.
That's good to know.
She's like the buddy friend who's also rich, but she's not crazy rich. They differentiate that in the movie.
They make that joke.
There's rich and crazy rich. Yeah. Also, her dad is Ken Jeong, who's great.
Ken Jeong.
Yeah.
The dude from like
this guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's awesome. So,
but did you die?
That's like the friend's dad in that movie. He's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like a creepy brother in that movie. It's awesome.
I like creepy brothers.
You sold me on that movie.
There's a scene in that movie where like the main character's all sad and crying or whatever, and she's like staying with her best friend, and the best friend has the creepy brother, and like at one point she's like sat on the bed, just like laying in like whatever clothes she was wearing at like whatever event she was at, and then like she turns around and like the brother's like taking pictures with his phone, and they're like, "Oh, crazy brother!" It's like, what the fuck is this? So weird.
It's a romantic comedy.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, definitely take a secretary to it. She'd like it.
All right.
I took Brian's girlfriend, which is a thing that keeps happening.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, what are our questions? I know we don't have that many.
Yeah, I would have been sad going to that alone. Jesus Christ.
It just made me
Anyway.
tear up.
Damn
it.
Wow. Oh yeah, and if you want to ask us questions, go on my Twitter. I guess Rush20xx. That's where Ray asked that question. Or Chinese spy.
Wait.
Not a Chinese spy. It says Brian. Watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know about that. I've known Brian for 19 years. Or go to our Discord. I linked the Discord in the.
Yeah, you can talk about Brian there. What does that say? What's that green? What's that purple shit?
That's my name.
Oh, okay.
And it's the Discord link, so you can go in there and ask us questions.
Yeah, it's
like Expired did. Send us a couple questions. Expired asked us, was there a game you hated and then maybe years down the line you gave it a shot again? Is this a fucking Octopath Traveler thing, you motherfucker? Yeah, maybe one day I'll play this game. No, I can't think of anything that I hated and I went back to. I think if I hate something, it's just dead to me forever.
Modern Warfare 2. I fucking hated Modern Warfare 2 when it first came out.
You didn't quit it, though.
I quit.
Did you?
No, I went back to it.
People just stopped playing. You didn't quit.
No, like, I stopped playing Modern Warfare 2 for like a month.
Did you quit like Ray quit and break like 3 discs?
Oh, my God.
That dude would break a disc and be like, I gotta get it again. Because everyone's still playing.
Yeah,
He'd get so mad, he'd like wait for it to eject at the fucking 360 disc tray. And then fucking...
He'd stab it in half and then he'd be like,
fuck.
I should have done that.
He did it like 3 times. I've never broken a disc, but I've broken controllers, but never a disc.
That's fucking
So dumb.
He just be like,
I love it.
He's like, I'll be back, guys. And he goes and buys another.
Yeah, he was like, it would be like in chat, and he'd be like playing, and then he eject it, and like in the same session, he would go to the GameStop, get a new one, and come back.
God.
And be like, yeah, here it is. Or not a new one, but yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, what a man.
He made sure there's 3 less used copies for sure.
I don't really do that. I think the only game that I've done that they. No, I don't know. If I actually hate a game, I don't even try to play it again, because I know they fixed Destiny 2, but I still haven't gone back. And
If I hate a game, I have usually put enough time into it to know I'm not going to play it again.
Right.
I put enough time into it to know that I hate it, like Witcher 3 or Octopath Traveler.
See, he says actually no. So
Okay, good.
but that was pretty on point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just fucking dig that thumb into my side.
Yeah, mine was Mass Effect. I want to go back and try it, but
okay, so
you should go back and try
I quit like halfway.
But you haven't gone back yet, though.
No, not yet.
Okay, so
but
if we do that, if there's a game that you didn't play because of bad reasons, but you want to go back to, that's a different question. Because
I am the very model of a
I don't know about that.
Scientist Solarian. I have information, vegetable, animal, and alien.
You do that with what was it? Metal Gear 5.
I still haven't finished it. I still haven't gone back to that. I didn't hate that game. I just didn't know how to find Kaz, so I just stopped playing.
It's literally a checkpoint.
You've seen me play Batman or Spider-Man, though. Like, I can't find fucking bags that are right next to me, so like it sucks. That's like highlight them in gold. I'm like, oh, there it is. Like Churro finds them before me. That's how bad I am at that shit. No, a big one that I want to go back and play that I stopped playing for bad reasons is Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
That's
that wasn't really
one, right?
the game's fault. Yeah, that was more like
it was the
release.
PC ports version's fault. Like that, yeah, the drivers were shit for that or whatever. I have that on PS4, which I'm assuming by like then it was PS4, Xbox One. There's not difference. Like
I didn't have any problems.
It's not like PS3 Bayonetta.
Oh yeah, no, that was trash.
Yeah, so
complete
like I have it and it's good to go. I just need to get around. It's again an open world game, which is like to the fatigue is real, but.
Yeah,
because like that seems like great, and it's Batman, and it's the combat and everything is awesome. I just need to go play it. It seems neat, but yeah, I haven't done that yet. Too busy with my Peter parkour. Yeah. Anyway, did everyone answer that? Go on to. He has 3 questions. He also says, "Would you plan a vacation to stay at a super gamer hotel?" I don't know what that means.
Like a super gamer hotel?
What's a super gamer hotel?
Well,
tell me.
Well,
Tell me.
Imagine the smell.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember when we went to Gamers Inn and people would just be there, and that was technically a kind of like.
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be a hotel.
No,
but
it wasn't supposed to.
There was always people sleeping on the fucking table.
I slept there once.
I'm sure you did.
Well, because like Kane wanted to stay there overnight before he went to the fucking Magic the Gathering like pre-release the next day or whatever, And like I tried so hard to stay awake there, and I just like I need to take like 3 hours and just lay on this desk. I'll pay like $1 per hour.
I'm sure he didn't care.
No, they didn't give a fuck.
They had to change their hours because people would just show up and stay and just be like, "You guys got to leave. You guys got to take showers."
It was $1 an hour to play that. It was fucking. That was a bad business model. $1 an hour.
Yeah, no, it's a bad business.
That's great.
Sure. There's another place actually, like I said, it's right next to my house that is the same basic thing, but it's like $40 for 8 hours. I'm like, it's $5 an hour. It's still not.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
But if it's all at once, you stay committed.
It's literally all at once. It's like it starts as soon as you get your receipt, and then you from this like 8:32 till 16:32, 4:32, whatever.
Right, doing military time.
It's like it's literally that time. It's like okay, and then you can leave and come back as long as you come back within those 8 hours.
Huh.
And then otherwise you have to do it all over.
Is it 24 hours though?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's right next to my gym, and I'm really, really considering just going to the gym and then going out there hanging out because they have cherry Coke on dispensers. I'm like,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in there and check it out, and if it's good, I'll play PC games with you fucking nerds.
That'll be great.
I'll play Counter-Strike again.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be bad. That'd be great.
Surfing.
No,
you're not gonna play. You fucking get Diablo again and play that shit.
I have Diablo. I can play on my laptop.
Oh, okay. I don't know you had a laptop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't use it.
I don't know. Yeah, super gamer hotel though.
There was that like gamer cruise thing or whatever that some of my friends from GameStop went on to. It was basically like, we have like these.
Here's Song of the Deep, and then they sink the ship, and then you're like, fuck.
No, it was like they had Jonathan Colton there. You remember the guy that did Still Alive, and he does like all those funny songs.
No.
He did like the song for Code. He did the song Still Alive for Portal.
Oh, okay.
Like that writer.
Yeah.
And he has like all these other songs that he does, and he was playing. That was one of the things. Like he's headlining one of the nightly events. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool.
Huh.
And it's a cruise, and it's all kind of video game centric. I forget what it's called, but I would have really wanted to go to that because I like Jonathan Colton a lot.
Cool.
But I don't know if I would like.
I wouldn't wait for him for a boat. Like just wait for a concert or something.
No. I'm saying like it's a cruise, so you go and you're there for 5 days or whatever.
Yeah, I understand what a cruise is.
And then
not a Chinese spy is saying that net cafes in Asia are like better. Period.
Well, of course.
So
is he really Chinese? I can't even. So I guess he's full on Chinese.
Maybe he's just not a spy.
He might be.
Maybe he's a Korean spy.
So okay,
maybe he's a spy for Korea, but he's still Chinese.
That's probably for the best.
Who knows? Which Korea?
Wait, what did he say? So it said net cafes are better in Asia.
Yeah, they have the population to keep them afloat.
Oh, for sure. I presume that at that point the cost of actually owning a computer and paying for internet is going to be less. It's going to be more than just going to a net cafe when you need to.
Right.
But I don't. What is it? Code.
But.
Oh fuck, coats. Oh, he got caught. Rip. Okay. So,
that Chinese Korean spy.
And yeah, they're
fucking Hulkbuster's wiggling.
Don't wiggle your Hulkbuster.
I didn't mean to.
He's gonna fucking fall. Anyways,
I got him.
No. What did you get too warm? You have to take your fucking pussy hat off.
Wait. So no, but like what he said about the Asian population and like keeping those things afloat is like real though, because we've read stories about people like disappearing in them for like months.
Yeah, and
there's like, I'm done with my family. I'm gonna go be in this thing forever. Like, you just subsist off fucking snack foods and they let you sleep there basically if you just hide.
They
you become the kid that gets stuck in the back of the bus in Dexter.
He becomes
Remember that?
Chester Bennington in Saw 6 or whatever.
No.
He gets stuck to the fucking...
No, you remember Dexter's Lab?
Yeah. He's like stuck with gum.
His like toenails get all long so he can grab like food or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we talk about Dexter's Lab a lot on this show.
Yeah, man, it's good.
Yeah, it is good. All right, he also asks he detailed what his idea of a super gamer hotel was, but then Chinese spy came in and I can only see so much of the text.
Fucked it all up.
I think it was something like your own Wi-Fi and like each room is like a different. I don't know. He made it seem like a real hotel versus.
Why would you need your own Wi-Fi? Oh, I guess
whatever. I don't know. Anyway, he also says, "What do you think? Why do you think Spider-Man is doing so well over God of War?" I didn't know that. I guess it's selling more than God of War, or selling faster than God of War, or something.
I presume because people know what Spider-Man is.
Yeah, Spider-man's licensed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel's there's people that didn't like.
But I mean, I wouldn't say that Insomniac is as good as Sony Santa Monica studio. Like they're both pretty good studios or whatever, but Santa Monica does the big, like they did God of War the whole time, so like they
out of those 3 minutes that I played, I think I enjoyed God of War more. Just those 3 minutes. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Because
that's fair.
I like the story.
And the combat's better. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. Like I said, maybe I just need to get used to it. But
Yeah.
I just love the story in God of War. It was so good.
Yeah. God of War has like fucking decades of game behind it too. If you followed that even
And
a little,
lore, like
right? All the lore.
Oh, how about Lord?
there's no
fucking
big
Spider-Man.
There's no big wheel in Spider-Man, so
Big
fucking
wheel.
game shit.
Oh, yes, the Greek villain, Big Wheel.
Anyway,
He's a big wheel.
fucking Axel in Twisted Metal.
That's basically what he is.
He's a big wheel. Anyway, Raphael did this to spite me. I think. Fucking.
What do you mean?
So the last question
Uh,
for this podcast:
mm-hmm.
best Will Ferrell movie. Fuck you.
The Lego movie. I'll have you know.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Lego movie.
He's incredible.
Lego movie or Stranger Than Fiction. I enjoy that movie because he's not Will Ferrell in that movie.
I don't really like Will Ferrell.
I don't either. Will Ferrell fucking sucks.
He's shitty.
He's annoying in everything he does except for Lego movie. He's like not. He's you don't even know it's him until the end.
Yeah.
And Stranger Than Fiction, he plays against type. It's a very serious movie for him.
Yeah.
And he's in that movie. He is paired with a love interest that is equal to how he looks. With Maggie Gyllenhaal, the ugliest woman
I was
on
gonna say
earth.
like a catcher's mitt.
She's fucking.
She's like a catcher's
She
mitt.
looks haggard.
She's like a catcher's mitt anamorphed into a horse.
That poor woman.
That poor woman.
She's so ugly.
I
Jesus
think
fucking
because I really like the other guys just because it's Mark Wahlberg. Like Mark Wahlberg's a lot funnier than Will Ferrell, I think.
Which is crazy, but
Because his scenes because
because he's straight faced when he does his fucking humor shit.
Yeah.
my favorite Will Ferrell movie is, what does it say?
I don't
Oh, the elf one. And then it says /S, which I think means sarcasm. Or like
Okay.
end
okay.
sarcasm.
Yeah, Elf. I was gonna say.
I actually like that movie all right.
What's your problem?
Just because I like Christmas.
Yeah, I was gonna say you like
Oh, yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, you like
I love
Christmas movies.
Oh, man. Christmas is starting early because
Shut
Charles
the
going to be
fuck-
gone for fucking Halloween. I'm skipping Halloween once
Nope.
he's gone. I'm not even going to decorate. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna put a pumpkin in here.
I'm going to fucking put a pit in front of my front door and capture children. Be like, we have candy.
Were you gonna be gone for Halloween?
He's
the,
going.
the entire month of Halloween.
He's going from like the
Entire
26th to the 3rd.
Yeah.
Like he's
Why?
missing, like the
Go visit.
trying to smash.
hopefully. God damn it.
You're gonna miss Smash Brothers, man.
I'll be here for Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers, man.
He's
I like the way
gonna
you're saying that.
well, he's not going to Smash Brothers, I guess. But
A favorite? Fuck, Will Ferrell movie. I don't like Will Ferrell, but I like Zoolander.
your favorite Will Ferrell movie is those 3 episodes of The Office he was on where he dies, basically.
Yeah.
They like try to get him to take over from Michael Scott, and then he like gets in like a basketball accident and fucking dies. It's horrible.
I'm trying to think of what other movie Will Ferrell was in that I actually enjoyed him in. Because I don't.
Holiday
Don't you
Nights.
like Step Brothers?
Step Brothers.
I didn't. No, I don't like John C. I don't like John C. Riley.
Oh yeah.
I don't like John C. Riley.
I like
I
him.
hate his face. I hate
Yeah.
everything about that man. He looks disgusting.
He looks like when SpongeBob gets sick.
Yeah, he just looks like he looks. It's so weird because he's such a good actor.
Yeah,
John
he
C.
is
Riley
good.
has so much range.
His best work is on Tim and Eric's Awesome Show. Great
Exactly.
job.
That's my problem. It's that he's just so weird. I don't like it. But he's a good actor. But
Is he?
Will Ferrell's just shit. Yeah, John C. Riley's great. He's in a lot of movies that he's just completely
Just there.
Yeah. No,
I've
but
heard Anchorman's really good.
Anchorman?
Yeah,
Is that a
that's. Will
Oh,
Ferrell's
no,
the
it
main
is.
guy in that.
No, that's not a
Not
good
good?
movie. No, it's Anchorman. Anchorman was very much like,
Oh.
I can quote this movie. Ooh.
I know.
Ron Burgundy, a whale's vagina.
My favorite role that Will Ferrell has done as like a character is Zoolander.
yeah, exactly.
His character in Zoolander is fucking hilarious.
Because
he's
he's not only acting crazy, but he also looks crazy. So
Right.
it's like
well, the
perfect.
whole world around him is also crazy too.
Yeah, it's that
so-
Mila Jovovich that's just like this dominatrix girl. I'm like, great, love that. Definitely down with that. And then
Yeah.
and then obviously Zoolander. What's that guy's name? Ben Stiller playing Zoolander. Perfect. He was wonderful on that. I didn't see the second one. I didn't really care to.
No, shoot. No, just don't do it.
No,
Doesn't
it's
matter.
got Penelope Cruz in it.
Oh, back on the train. Get. We're watching that movie tonight.
Okay, yeah, she's pretty good.
I
I
like
like
Penelope
Penelope Cruz. I think if I had to choose, it'd be between Zoolander and the other guys.
Okay.
And the other guys is not because of Will Ferrell. It's not because of him.
Just I was looking through the movies he's in, and
Not a whole lot.
no, I mean none of them are good, but like
He was on the PlayStation exclusive Talladega Nights.
I don't know about that, but he's a very minor character, but he's so obnoxious and he's just like super gay. In the Starsky and Hutch remake that they did,
I didn't watch that.
I watched that in theaters, and he's like super into dragons, and making Owen Wilson do gay stuff in front of him is great. Or like both of them, like they like ride each other at one point. Because they're both cops and they're like trying to get information, and he's like, okay, now you guys both have your shirts off and one of you rides the other one. It's real weird. And he's just like this super creepy like gay guy in prison who like happens to make jeans with dragons on them.
Huh? Was his name Dragon?
I can't remember what his name was.
That's weird. I think I did see that movie. He was also in one Austin Powers movie in one scene where he gets run over by the steamroller. Like
That's
really
not
slow.
him.
It's him.
No, it's not.
It's him.
No way.
No, wait, no. You're right. It's not him. It's a guy from.
He's in Old School.
It's a guy from Mad TV. Fuck, what's his name? I don't remember. What. He was in Old School. He's a very
Brian Callen.
No, it's not Brian Callen.
Brian Callen's from Mad TV.
I know, but it's
He's a character called Mustafa in Austin Powers 1.
Yeah, he gets killed like hard.
I don't think he's a steamroller guy though.
No, the steamroller guy's the guy from Mad TV. I forget his name.
I'm
pretty. Yeah,
the best movie I'm seeing on this list that he happens to be in is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. He's Federal Wildlife Marshal Willenholly.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all, but I love that movie. So
he's like, take a warning shot into his bulbous ass. Will Ferrell's very quotable, just because he's really annoying, and everybody quotes him, and it's not cool. Like, the Gators bitches better be wearing jimmies. Like, that's from the other guys.
What?
It's like he's always got something that people will quote him on. Like, I think I'm taking crazy pills. That's from Zoolander, and all this other shit. It's like, it's a real elf, and that's from Elf.
I hate Elf.
Exactly. So Elf, they made Elf 2. In case you were wondering.
It probably doesn't have Will
They
Ferrell
won't
in
make
it, though.
Despacito 2, but they'll make Elf 2. That tells you something about the state, the absolute state of the United States.
Of the United States.
Anyways.
All right, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us live. If you want to do that, we do it Tuesdays at like 8-ish.
Tuesdays
our time.
8-ish. Yeah.
Arizona time. Figure that out.
Sometimes
Depending
7.
how bad traffic is.
That's going to change in like 3 weeks or something because daylight savings time is weird and we don't do it. So
Arizona does.
plan accordingly.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't go as late.
Tell
for
your
people,
parents, tell your
so-
friends.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Hide your kids. Hide
If you
your
have
wife.
any.
Stay safe in the storm if you're listening to this and you're in the storm.
One of two storms. The fire one or the water one.
There's
Yeah.
a Despacito quote over there. Can't see it.
Despacito? I can't tell. I need Despacito too. And I can't tell.
I don't know if this is...
Anyways, if you're out in the storm, be careful. Should have had your food. Sorry, you
They're
don't.
listening.
Yeah. How are you listening? It's a good question.
They're surviving.
Where can they find us, though? Oh, yeah. They can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud. Not SoundCloud.
Not SoundCloud.
iTunes.
And most podcast services.
Most podcast services, Stitcher, all that nonsense. You can follow me at Penny's Pena. Where can they follow you?
You can follow me at Churro Burrows.
And that's on Twitter.
I'm on, Rush20XX. I said that all already. So.
Yeah. Anyways.
Thank you for listening.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, B. John A. Mother.